Hello and welcome to another session of Convergence. Can you believe 28 sessions, almost at the big 3-0? My goodness. I know last week was a bit of a doozy, at least for me it was. Trying to figure out what this whole streaming thing is going to be for me in the near future. I will be continuing the sessions. Convergence is not going anywhere. I mean, until the sessions, like until the story, or at least we play everything else out. But there will be more things to come. Torn Asunder is on its way. I do apologize. My voice seems to be a little bit shot today. So if I at any point go through puberty and the voice cracks become too intense, I'm super sorry. I'm going to do my best to hydrate throughout. But yeah, thank you guys for coming in. If anybody is here right now, yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Nothing too much, like too crazy to report right now. I think the only thing that I have going is that I might be playing some Baldur's Gate 3. My Steam Daddy picked it up, so that means I didn't have to spend any money, which all my money is going to dental work in the next few weeks, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, and I'll still be able to play a game. So do expect to see something in the near future about Baldur's Gate 3. I think I need to jump on the bandwagon and start playing. But yeah, that's it. Let's see what everybody else is doing.
You
Hello?
got this. Just
Hello.
get lipsticks. Holy crap! Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Sorry, we're talking D&D. Our bad.
No, I know. How dare you?
Why would we do
I'm
that?
surprised you're talking about D&D right now when everybody's obsessed with Baldur's Gate 3.
I mean,
So good.
what if we were talking about Baldur's Gate 3 actually?
Oh
but it was
my
actually
God.
in D&D terms.
Sorry that I have to inconvenience you with a session a day. Sorry.
Can't believe you do this,
I'll
Sleepy.
forgive you.
Like the second that the clock changed to like the release time, I was downloading it like immediately.
I was upset that I wasn't gonna be able to play. Yo, thank you. I was so super upset that I wasn't gonna be able to play, but you know, like I said, Steam Daddy picked it up and now I get to play. He's like, I don't know if you can play it yet. I looked at my list and on it I was able to play, so it's showing up, which is fantastic. So I'm
A
probably
friend of
gonna
mine
put some time in there.
gifted it to me as well, so yeah.
So I'm pretty excited. Hopefully I can play when he's not. I think he only has like Mondays off, so the rest of the week is just I get to do whatever I want.
Wait, he bought the game and you get to play it 6 days a
Oh
week.
yeah,
and
most of the
plays
time,
it.
6 days out of 7, I get to play. So it's
That's
technically he
fair
bought it
deal.
for me. Yeah,
That's fair deal.
yeah. I'm okay with this. Completely okay.
Sacrifices, right?
Yeah. I'm not even worried. However, I do apologize. My throat is a little bit weird. I think I'm losing my voice. So if I'm going through puberty, I apologize. It's the third
As long
time.
as you don't have that puberty smell, you know, that teenage boy smell.
Oh, the pennies? Yeah. No. Yeah, no.
I mean,
Yikes.
Sleepy. Worst case scenario, we swap over and start playing some Baldur's Gate 3. You know.
Yeah. But I think that's it. Aside from weird body odors, do we have anything that we need to take care of? Because I think
Actually, on
you
that
guys
note-
are all smelling fresh right now. Pretty sure.
Well,
Okay, well, I shouldn't have assumed anything.
I mean, I just want to
Would
say, Baldur's Gate came out on Thursday, and I haven't moved off this chair since. So
He's gonna stand up. It's gonna be like.
Cool.
I don't think there's going to be any sound. The trail just come with him.
Oh, God.
I was going to ask, did I heal up? Was there enough?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to do a long rest. And
Yeah. Everybody can get a long rest because you will be coming off of a 3-day hiatus. But we'll get into that once things start going. But without further ado, are we all ready?
I believe so.
yeah, boy.
Heck yeah.
No.
Give me that.
Go ahead.
long rest.
Boy.
Oh boy. They were near Pernios, but they had time to waste. 3 long days had come and gone, and still they felt no closer to finding a way in undetected. They did what they could. Oh God. They did what they could to ease their nerves, anxious at the prospect of finding their missing companion. They had no leads, so all they could do was hope Medea was here. Harlan spent the days trying to secure housing for the crew. His time in the roughs had earned him many favors, and it was time to cash in. He was able to secure a warehouse and basic supplies for the first day, but he still needed a way beyond the walls. His pub, Tarnished, was home to many meetings between the Junker gangs, so he knew people in low places. Time passed and no one came for them. Pernios showed no interest in the dealings of the roughs. Knockferrum never came looking, but news of the most recent attacks kept playing over the radio. 3 dead and dozens injured in the firebombing at the Corner Street pub. Witnesses at the scene detail the incidents to reporters. He walked in with the gas can. He was muttering to himself and poured fuel everywhere. A couple of guys tried to tackle him to the ground, but it was too late. Everything went up in flames. The suspect and 2 patrons who intervened are among the dead. They had one lead. Theron Credula was alive and wanted to meet in person. His estate was among the places hit in the recent Knockferrum attacks, so it was off limits. District 7, Apartment 17B at noon, 5 days from now. This was their chance for answers. They were 2 days out, and they had yet to secure safe entry into Pernios. As you all sit around, kind of wasting your time, we'll go ahead and start with Vic. In the 3 days sitting around in the roughs, watching as the crew settles in, not fully recovered, but slowly recovering, what would you have been doing? You're not confined to the warehouse. You were able to walk freely, but cautiously through the roughs. If there was anything you would like to have accomplished in the 3 days.
Let's see here. What do I want to start with here? I mean, I definitely make sure that everyone has somewhere safe to be and safe to stay while they're all here, while we're getting everyone settled. So make sure everyone has what they need, and are remaining safe. But once that's all done, he would try to find. It doesn't necessarily need to be a house or whatever of his own, but somewhere that he can go to be by himself, because he excuse me, he had that vision before of what Pernios was, and he doesn't really know where it came from, but he wants to know more. He wants to know, like, what else he should remember. So he wants to try to focus inwards and see if he can remember anything else about, whether it be past Pernios or just his or more specifically, rather, his recent visit to Pernios before they left.
Okay. Go ahead and high or low.
We're gonna go. Boy, I'm starting this off today. We're gonna go high.
High it is.
All right.
And high, you got. There are so many buildings, little hovels, holes in the wall, literally left unattended to, abandoned by time, taken up by other inhabitants, creatures, rats. You do find a quiet place away from everyone. You meditate. Go ahead and give me one more high or low, please.
Well, for alternating, I'm gonna go low this time.
Low it is.
That's not low.
What would have been the first thing or the thought? Like, what would you have been focusing on the most? Priority.
Just because it's fresh in his mind at this point, he had been focusing on that vision that he got of looking around and seeing people not themselves. That's where he would wanted to start, because that's the most fresh in his memory, and try to pick up from there and figure out what happened.
As, like, not themselves back in the past, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Just because that's fresh.
You try to focus on those faces, what you were doing, your surrounding areas. But it doesn't hit you. Only the feeling of duty, your task, knowing that you had a role to play, flashes of the dead, the injured, your hammers, more and more become weathered, worn by the blood in such a short amount of time. It shakes you to your core. Those several days, every time trying to grasp anything, any information of a history that you had lost. Only the pain that you caused returns.
Mm.
You try to quell those feelings by making sure that those under your care now are taken care of. Spending your time during the day to help those in the warehouse make sure that they have the necessary goods, food, a place to rest. Securing the area, making sure that people don't kind of skulk around for too long. But it never dulls that pain that you had felt, knowing that your past is stained. Nuke.
Okay.
In the 3 days, what would you have been doing?
I mean, 3 days is a long time. I think 3 days would be way too much for Nuke to like sit still. This is like the equivalent of, you know, a kid getting his first computer and then having to go to bed. I know we're kind of confined to, I believe we're on the southeast, outside of Pernios.
Yeah.
I would be wandering around as much of the area as I can. I guess we can't really leave the slums.
Yeah.
But I think
what would
I'd
you
be pushing
looking
it. Oh, fucking something to do. Yeah, itchy fingers or itchy feet, I guess. Just getting nosy into other people's business. Maybe trying to make some coin. A little bit of a hustle.
Yeah, and I mean, there's tons of places in the roughs. Even though you look outside or above to Pernios, the giant stone and steel walls seem to just soar into the sky. The roughs have a lot of places to visit. It is so densely packed on top of itself, this vertical city built into the stonework in this giant pit around. There's plenty of places. Things of mischievous nature, such as yourself, can find every little bit of corner to do something, anything, to bide your time. Go ahead and high or low for me.
Yeah, I would definitely also be like eavesdropping as much as I can. I wouldn't outright ask anybody if they've heard of the name Clegane, but yeah, anything to do with Knockferrum, Renault, or Clegane, keeping an ear out.
Yeah.
You said
High or low?
Oh. Ooh, let's go low.
Low it is.
Come on, one. R33.
And you do spend your time trying to find anything, knowing that the currency you had has no value here. You do find some little small tasks here and there. Cleaning out someone's basement, killing up rodents. In that time, go ahead and roll me another D100. Not high or low, just D100. In your time, you manage to scrounge up through doing small tasks, then getting bored, finding somebody in the back alleys. You start gambling. Why not? Throw some dice, make some coin. You end up coming out ahead. You have 25 gold to your name.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. Though your time was not spent, wasn't wasted, you can split your focus, and your surroundings here being fresh, there's a lot of whispers. A lot of people talking amongst themselves, knowing that, or not knowing that your ears can catch it. You find yourself in a small tavern carved into the walls, a little hovel. Only 4 bar stools at the bar, 1 table. There are a couple people sitting around, and not necessarily the name Clegane, but there are rumors that someone new with money has come to the town. Seems like they've been doing some rounds. You do catch one name, Renault Avel. Has been spending a lot of time in the districts of Drastenbrook, drumming up supporters in a coming election, offering aid to those not fortunate enough to be born with a silver spoon. And there had been rumors that even in the roughs, he wanted to help incorporate or further establish themselves as their own entity among the bigwigs of Pernios. Knowing that name is so closely tied to someone that you are looking for perks you up. Katrina. Oh, go ahead. If you were gonna
No,
say
that's it. No, that's fine. That's fine.
something. Katrina, in the 3 days, what would you have been doing?
Probably taking my time to wander the streets and see what has changed in the years since I've been here.
Go ahead and roll a perception.
Oh dear, here we go.
And you look through and past the walls. You look up, and first thing that stands out is the walls were not up when you had left. That was not part of Pernios that you knew. The giant pit around the city wasn't there. Wandering through these roughs, seeing all of these buildings just ramshackled together atop one another that goes down hundreds of feet. Thousands and thousands of people in such close proximity, not really going anywhere, living their life as well as they can. It's unlike anything you've seen before. It's not the Pernios that you left. And you never in your life thought you would see a refugee city so close to a place that was the jewel of the world. Place where excess was a thing. You've seen all kinds of people just trying to get by.
This all just feels so wrong.
And the walls around, at least looms to the west of the roughs, always a constant reminder to the people that they'll never truly fit in. That barrier is everything to them. Hoping that one day that, sure, they weren't, at least before they were allowed to enter Pernios under strict regulation, but changing their lives from these buildings to something even more sustainable, having a job. It's a difficult one to, it's a difficult barrier to break through. You meet a lot of people, you see different walks of life just trying to get by. Wondering that, had you stayed, or if things played out differently, could it have been any different? Caleb, in the 3 days, you watched your friends, your allies, fight a worm, and you were still recovering. And finally, you are at a point where that feeling, that disease that was festering, becomes less and less until it fades. Go ahead and mark off your disease as, for now, you seem to be clear. But now, with a clear mind, in the 3 days waiting to hopefully get into Pernios, hoping that Medea is there, what would you be doing?
So I have the automaton, right?
You do. Vic brought it to you, kind of broken.
Okay. I think what I'd be trying to do is, as part of the item that we discussed, the first component that I'd want to make is something that, or is the part of it that could produce an effect like Eyes of Minute Seeing, if that works. So that's what I would be working on, because I want to use that. Kalen has, failed to identify a lot of things, and albeit under pressure, he wants something that gives him a bit more, that can help him gain insight into some of the things he's seeing, and he really wants to make sure that this automaton doesn't have tracking or communications that are being used to spy on us.
Okay. Go ahead and make a straight intelligence roll.
I can do that.
You spend the next 3 days making sure that nothing is out of the ordinary. And especially with this automata, it's advanced. But you were on the ship for a while. You learned a lot on your time in Tenebrae Station. Looking through and eventually getting to some of the memory cores. There was no monitoring, no contact with the outside. It seems as though whatever was sent to you, or at least this automaton, was there with nothing hidden. But it does leave you with a lot of material that you can hopefully either recoup or use it for something different.
Yeah, I guess that's the other thing.
Your mic is like cutting out really hard right now.
Oh, sorry. I guess that's the other thing. Can I do some sort of assessment as to what functions this automaton has, so that I can determine, like, would it be more useful to repair it, or would it be more useful to scrap it for parts?
Sure, go ahead and roll an investigation for me. Looking through and kind of sorting out the broken parts, as it was under a lot of collapsed rubble, or at least the cargo that was not fully strapped down once the ship had flipped upside down. It seems like a general purpose automaton. Most of it would be collecting materials, gathering groceries, household chores. And it does have a general knowledge bank of various data, your day-to-day random questions, kind of an all-encompassing kind of like Ask Jeeves type knowledge base. No combat. There's no weapons. And the plating is more ornamental than anything.
Okay. I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to take the memory banks of this automaton, and I'd like to incorporate them into my tablet so that it has extra storage space and all of the knowledge
All right.
that it has.
Yeah, you can
And the
definitely.
other...
No, go
Wait, what?
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, and the other thing I'd like to do is I'd like to take, if it has like a voice module,
Mhm.
and add it to the tablet so that it can do voice commands and sort of text to speak or whatever.
You're making Jarvis.
You are.
I mean, I don't know if he's going to be British, but we'll see.
Indian.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying Indian.
Oh,
My mic cut out. My bad.
oh, hell yeah. Yeah, you can get in the process of harvesting some of the materials from this automata. You get the voice module memory, and you go and start on it, as you will spend the next 3 days trying to incorporate it, and it's not going to be completely done. But I mean, when is anything truly done? You're creating.
For an artificer, never.
Exactly. You're keeping your mind busy. But what else is going through your mind as Medea's still not here, present? What would be in your mind for that?
Yeah, that's the tricky thing. So Kalen would be repeating in his head what happened when, from when we were battling the giant mother rat, and he left Vic to die, and the guilt of that, combined with Medea leaving without saying anything, for the umpteenth time. And he's going back and forth through all those memories, but the one thing sort of tying it all together is this thought of, I need to get stronger, I need more powerful tools, I need to be able to protect people, I need to be able to
You're getting real
do
quiet.
more. Oh, sorry. So he feels he needs to protect people, he needs to be able to do more, he needs to be able to contribute more, he needs to be able to produce higher quality tools that have more functions, and that's sort of why he's focusing on work rather than trying to find Medea, because ultimately if he finds her and he can't rescue her, that would be even worse. Or it feels that way.
So you dive into your work, trying to make up for your weaknesses.
Yeah, perceived inadequacies, yeah.
Mhm.
Perceived shortcomings, the mistakes, the inability to be the hero that he always wanted to be.
So you dive deep into it, trying to get stronger in your own way, the only way you know how. To be there for those that you, in your opinion, let down. Most of everything else around you becomes white noise, as any conversation or words directed in your direction, it's just the wah wah sound from Charlie Brown. You have your tasks, and everyone in their own way grieves. But hopefully you're close. And, well, time will tell. But eventually, everyone settles in, and you all make your way back to the warehouse.
Could I actually do one more thing before we go back?
Absolutely.
And rejoin. I think so. You were saying that I'm focusing a lot on the pain that I've caused and what I feel from that.
Not focusing on it, but that's the
But
thing that
it's
keeps coming
prominent.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. I think even that it's so new for Vic still that he understands that feeling of pain, and I don't know if it's guilt or what it is yet, but is coming from what he gets from Alpha, I guess, in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all he wouldn't have had those kinds of things beforehand when he was the Evangard.
Yeah.
But now he understands what he did, what he's done, and so he also would take some time, probably end of day 2, after going through like a day and a half of this like introspection and guilt and pain trip that he's got to put himself on now, to try and not necessarily let Alpha out, but he wants to try to talk to Alpha or communicate somehow with Alpha. So he'll go back to the same corner that he was in before and put himself in not power down, but in a stasis where he's just unmoving and focused on himself, and try to, I guess, for lack of a better term, communicate to Alpha what's been going on since he returned to Vic.
Go
on the
ahead
ship.
and make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. Wisdom saving throw. Oof.
There are moments where that stasis and consciousness trying to reach out to the other entity that is you but not. There are brief moments of separation. You're not 100% sure.
If it ever gets to the point where he feels like he's losing control of it, he'll pull back or try
Yeah.
to pull back. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
And you do reach out. I mean, you you can feel that other consciousness, knowing that you're not the only one. It's still difficult, but you're feeling that connection slowly start to form, but you never fully let yourself disconnect.
Right. Yeah, it basically just more recounting in his head of what happened, so that there's at least the thought of it going through his systems. Is the goal in this case then.
Hopefully whatever information that you shared inward, Alpha may have gotten it.
Mhm.
Or at least so you hope.
Cool. That's all I got.
As everyone settles down and the morning comes, you do hear a bit of commotion as each of you rouse from sleep on your time. Vic, you would be the first one
Oops.
that would be coming to. You did see as Harlan returned. There's a little conversations between him and Archon.
Mm. All right. We're all like in the warehouse right now, or where are we?
Yeah.
Right now?
Think of it like a shelter that just random cots are set up so that everybody here can sleep. The warehouse, I mean, there's a back room, kind of like a foreman's office type area.
Mhm.
And everybody is just like set up in rows.
Okay.
You and your crew are all off on your side. It is pushing the morning, so anybody that does want to wake up during the time where the morning's commotion can. I will allow if you want to participate with Vic as well.
Heck yeah.
Can I ask a
What do
quick
we
question
notice?
before we continue?
Go ahead.
That information that Nuke found out, the overhearing about Renault, was this just like then, or like over the last couple of days?
Last couple of days.
Okay, so I definitely would have passed that on to the group then as well.
Yeah, there's been, I mean, the last couple of days you've heard several people like, oh yeah, there's a new group, they're bringing in food, and they've been really like chumming it up with the people of Drastenbrook, like all of the districts, trying to have like be part of the people. They haven't yet made it to the roughs, but they said that they might.
And we've heard nothing of Talus Rosen, because I definitely would have opened up dialogue with the group as well about, if we know that Renault is trying to drum up, votes essentially for, that the election that's coming up in whatever was months or year. That would definitely raise the question then, if Renault is at that, what the hell is Talus Rosen at?
Yeah, Talus is.
I guess personally, Clegane as well.
Yeah, with your perception, you did not hear Talus's name at all.
Cool.
But we do know that Renault is in Drastenbrook, as is Cordulo.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that they're in the same neighborhood at least.
Yeah. I mean, it is the districts of Drastenbrook. It's very large. Think of it like a lot of like the brownstone townhouses that are stacked on top of each other in rows. There's tons of places like that, and then there are several older districts that are kind of like the Kowloon kind of district in China. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it's like this densely packed buildings that were just like makeshift. It's kind of like that. There are several of those places of just like really dense populace.
Okay, fair
So
enough.
you did hear that Renault has been making his presence known, offering aid in ways that you didn't think would be offered in, with the money that he brought from Tenebris if he did.
Right.
Gotcha.
But you were all sitting around in the warehouse. Small conversations being had amongst the people coming to wake up and doing their own things. You do see as Harland and Archon are sitting in the corners talking amongst themselves. What are you all doing?
This is 2 days before we're supposed to meet Cardillo.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Kalen would just be continuing to work.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Vic will approach Archon and Harland. So, what do we know? I'd be going into this blind.
And Harlan kind of turns the swivel chair. Unfortunately, yes. It's going to be a bit blind. But good news is I did acquire some aid. We will be able to get you into the city. What you do from there is up to you.
Right. Someone's got to have more information in there, right?
Hopefully. Everything that I've learned doesn't seem like Knockferrum are making any moves towards us. There hasn't been any change in the roughs.
Any sign that they know we're here?
There's been a few indicators that they are aware. Unfortunately. As to what they're doing or why. Unknown.
I doubt politics is their end goal. It's too simple.
Probably, but would be very cautious, especially making your way through. Assume you're always being watched.
Of course.
Archon chimes in.
Yeah, good.
Either way, you're all doing your own thing, I think. I'll be heading my way in to Pernios as well. And I'd like to see for myself what's going on.
Do they know you here?
In recent time, no. But if we're dealing with Talus and his crew, I'm sure they're aware.
Sure, I don't need to tell you to use caution.
Of course. And what of your
kind of.
group?
Go ahead.
I was just saying, what of your group? And he looks at everybody else. What is your plan?
We need information. The only one that seems to know anything is this Cthulhu fellow. You know him.
Harlan chimes in. I know of him, but I don't know him personally.
Can he be trusted?
That is unknowing. I only had a few interactions with him, and it's hard to tell. He works in his own world. I don't believe that everything that he does is altruistic, but he does outwardly face some semblance of trying to help the people. I believe that he is trying in his own way to stop what's coming.
All right. He turns to Archon briefly. Just, when you first created my design, what was I meant for?
I mean, the frames themselves, they're for defense. I mean, they are... Initially, they were supposed to be peacekeepers, but obviously, when you start adding different weapons, they can be used for oppression quite easily. The only difference, or at least from my design, what the initial or what your intention was, your core is different. That is not my design.
Sorry, he said the core is different?
The core itself is not my design. So whatever that was created from, or at least the process of making it, is different.
Hmm. I see.
But again, everything can be manipulated into being used for war.
It's a little like flash in his eye almost, like all too easily. Right. Should gather the others then. We don't know where we're going. We need to spend some time out there. Figure out where is safe, where isn't. You said you have a way for us to get into the actual city.
Harlan chimes in. I do. One of the Junker gangs here owed me a couple favors. And I kind of cashed in. They said they have ways of getting in. Not gonna ask. So, if they say they can, it's our only shot.
When will they be ready?
And they said, so long as we make it there, we can go when you're ready.
Where is there?
The main clubhouse is to the north, just slightly on the edge of the Russ. It's on one of the lower levels. I can take you there when you're ready.
Right. Check with the others. Should leave soon, though. Let's kind of rotate, and I'll turn to... you said Kaylin's still working over there somewhere?
Yeah, Kaylin would be working. What would the rest of you be doing? Katrina and Nuke. Let's start with Nuke.
I would have wandered over.
Okay. And Nuke.
I would have actually wandered over to Kaylin.
Okay.
What you doing?
Working on some modifications for my tablet.
Oh, cool. Good to keep busy, right? I'm fucking bored senseless. Anything I can do? to help?
If you run into any useful-looking materials, I suppose that'd be helpful.
I can do that.
He doesn't look up at Nuke when he says this. Any word on Medea?
I mean, I've been keeping an ear out. Any information at all on any of them, but nobody said anything that sounds anything like Medea. I don't know. I mean, they're definitely here. So maybe, I don't know, they have her locked up somewhere. Nuke just shrugs. I mean, we gotta remain optimistic anyway, right? I'm sure she's here somewhere.
I suppose.
Kaylin? Know the way you're like really good with like gadgets and things. I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
Of course. What do you need?
Well, I kind of had this idea, like for a weapon. Nothing major, but a little bit beyond my capabilities. I've got this dagger. The handle is kind of broken on it, though. But I was thinking, and I take out a piece of paper in my bag, really shit drawings. But you think you can make this? And I will post it in the channel. Essentially, what I've handed him is really, really crude schematics or whatever for, I guess for all intents and purposes, like the Assassin's Creed blade, except a pivot on it so that, you know, not only can it like stab, you know, by just jabbing your hand forward, but it also kind of rotates and you can hold it, grip it, and kind of, you know, slice and dice. I'm sure this is possible, but I've failed a few times. But
Very
I've got this
interesting
particular
design.
blade. Well, I was thinking, you know, and he starts like slashing his hands around and be like, really, I really like it. But it's got to be a particular blade, not just any old one. I mean, I've got the materials. If you need anything else, I can source it.
What materials do you have?
Well, I say that. I mean, I've got the blade.
50% of the way there.
With a broken handle.
30% of the way there.
Nice.
What's it made of?
Oh, shit.
Actually, you know what? Kalen is gonna inspect it. He's not gonna ask that. He's gonna inspect it to see what it's made of.
Right, so Nuke drops his bag on the ground and he opens it up. And he takes out this like mass, something wrapped in cloth, places it down, opens up the cloth, and what you see is a couple of scraps of metal, probably, I don't know whether they're good enough to help, but and this blade with a broken handle, but you see that the blade is actually resting on a book. He picks up the blade and hands it to you.
Do I do an investigation check to?
Yeah, go ahead. Looking over the blade and the scraps, the scraps are nothing important. Lots of just random screws, bits of metal. But the blade itself is nice. It seems like a very light steel. Flexible in some places, but it's of high quality. It may not be attached to the handle, but the tang still remains. It seems the rest of it that had gone or had been broken off, the blade or at least the steel part itself, goes untarnished.
Okay. I would like to... Okay. Kalen is going to say, Nuke, give me your hand, whichever one you'd like this on.
He hands over his left hand.
And Kalen's gonna start, rather awkwardly, like, touching your hand, like moving it around, twisting it, flexing it back and forth, and then he's gonna do the same to your forearm. And all the while, he's, periodically taking one of his hands and pressing things on the tablet. And then he sort of lets go of your hand, and he takes the piece of paper, and he presses a few more buttons, and then he flips over the tablet to show Nuke, and it shows the device as in the picture you posted. And he sort of scrolls through the movement that it'd be capable of. Was this sort of what you had in mind?
Oh my, that's perfect. I mean, it extends, and it's got the pivot, and it pivots all the way, right? The 90 degrees.
Well,
Oh my.
yes, I was assuming it would have to bend 180 at least. I might be able to get it to full 360 if you really desire, but I don't see the use.
180 is perfect. I mean, this is wonderful. This is great. This is the best day of my life. Second best day of my life. I mean, I'll pay you for it, obviously. Do I need to get you anything, or like any materials, or I don't know, wanted like a cup of tea? I can go and steal a sandwich or something for you.
Kalen looks confused at him. Why would you need to pay me? With friends?
Huh. I really appreciate that.
If you can find
I
me...
just didn't want you to think I was taking advantage of you, or,
Not at all. It's my pleasure to help. I suppose if you can find some quality leather for the bracer, and if you can scrounge up some similar steel. This is very high quality, but if you can find something similar, that would be helpful for the shaft that will extend.
I can do that. Nuke is on the case. What about the sandwich? You good, or? I mean, it's no problem.
Kaelin thinks about it for a second. I haven't actually had breakfast. I suppose that would be very nice, thank you.
Right. If we're not leaving straight away, I'll nip out. I'll get you something real nice, juicy.
Other end of the hall.
But-
I do not require sustenance. Sorry.
God damn it.
Oh no.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. If the conversation is wrapped up there, then Nuke would just move the rest of the steel away from the book and the fabric, and just gently wrap the book back up again and place it into his bag with a dumb grin on his face.
Okay. Would you be heading out to try to look for something? In the
That would be
immediate,
that would be my intent. Probably like in the next few minutes. So unless something happens in the meantime, that's my plan.
Okay. While that goes on, Vic, you are in the process of turning around and you notice that Katrina was standing behind you the whole time.
Awkwardly.
Yeah.
Interesting. He just kind of like moves his head down to meet her eyes, basically just contemplate for a second, gives her a nod, and turns back towards where Kaylin was.
Keep in mind, you don't have to look down too much, because I believe you guys are almost about the same height. She might be a little bit shorter than you.
Good question. I'm not
How tall
too
is
sure.
she?
She's pretty fucking
Yeah,
tall.
she's pretty tall. I think almost 6 feet.
Vic is 6'5".
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm 5'11",
Yeah,
so
she's
getting
okay.
there.
almost 6.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you don't have
Alright,
to
fair
lean
enough.
too much down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not really leaning, just like angling head
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
Basically. Yeah. Just gives her a nod. Doesn't say anything to her, because he's trying to process what she could have overheard. But
So, do we have a plan then?
Seems that Harland has a way, or Harland's acquaintances have a way into the city.
Good.
We'll need them, but we'll need to gather the others. Meet this junker gang, as he calls them, at their hideout.
Great. Well,
Is Nuke already gone, or is he in the process of leaving?
As you say, you need to gather the group. Nuke kind of like bolts to the front to go and procure something. Seems like he's moving with a purpose.
we must gather a
Dang it.
party before venturing forth.
I kind of look between Nuke taking off and Kalen. I'm like, I'll gather Kalen, see if you can find out where Nuke is going. We'll need him. Meet at the doorway.
Look around for the doorways.
Well, the main door. We're in a warehouse. There's one door that's bigger than all the rest of them.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's also the side door that possibly could be used.
The big door.
Got it.
Dude. Gives her another nod and just goes right past her to Kalen.
As he walks away, she now walks away going, alright, big door. Just kind of talking to herself.
Is the automata anywhere in sight?
Wherever Kalen is, and however Kalen decides to place it, I'll let Kalen decide.
Like, where would the automata be compared to where you are right now?
It would probably be. I mean, since it's sort of like a makeshift space. There's no. There's no like solid workspace. I would probably have it leaning up against a wall if I'm near a wall, or just leaning up against a chair, sort of crudely.
Okay. And what state would it be in? Like, have you started taking it apart, or like is it still mostly intact the way that I brought it to you?
So it's probably, I mean, it would have to be opened up to where I can access the memory bank.
Mm-hmm.
And then also it's wherever its voice module is, I would assume it's in the sort of neck and jaw area. That would be opened up as well, but not like torn apart. But other than that, I would still be in the same damaged state that you gave it to me.
Okay. All right. Then yeah, he'll walk over to wherever you are, without waiting for you to turn around or anything like that. Because I assume you're working on either Nuke's thing or something else.
Yeah, I would have prioritized Nuke's thing.
Yeah. You decided to repurpose it then.
Yes, seems to be a general purpose automaton. No real combat abilities of any kind. But it does have some very useful parts, and I don't think repairing it would do us very much good. So, I I think it'll be more useful as components.
Probably better off that way as well. Still uncertain as to why it was given to us in the first place, so it did have some kind of a tracking system in it. And at least if it's deactivated, it won't be, you won't be able to find us.
Yes, I did check to see if it would have a tracking device or some sort of communication ability, relay information back to its original owner. But I couldn't find anything of the sort, so it seems like we're in the clear. But regardless, you're right. Taking it apart and decommissioning it is, I think, a safer option than trying to repair and make use of it.
They may have been able to make it useful, but not worth the risk. I kind of gesture back towards Harlan and Archon. Like they believe they have a way for us to get into the city. How quickly can you be ready?
As soon as you need.
Just gets a nod. Looks back towards the door. Where did Nuke go?
He said he was going off to help find materials for a device he wanted me to make, and also to get me a sandwich.
I see.
I believe he said a juicy sandwich, if that helps.
I do not require sustenance. I'm not aware of such things. I'm not aware of the viscosity of sustenance.
Love it.
I'm not sure I'm hungry anymore with that.
Was it the
Kalen will-
viscosity?
Yeah, Kalen will sort of like disconnect the tablet from what he's working on right now as it's unfinished, and he'll pack it up in his bag of holding so that he's ready to go.
All right. Katrina was going to find Nuke, hopefully before he got too far. Not sure who or what is looking for us out there these days, but need to take caution. We'll meet them at the door. The big door.
All right, I'll be there. I'll be there shortly.
Thank you for specifying.
Just takes one last look at the automatons hunched in the corner and hangs and goes to the door.
Nuke. At what velocity would you be flying out of here at? And would anybody be catching up?
No.
That's well. First things first. This area we're in, is there like shops, like food shops, food stands, stuff like that? Yeah, I mean, I definitely would know where the sandwich is that I'm about to steal. So I would, moving with intent, but I mean, I'm not double dashing or anything. I mean, if she left like relatively right after, she'd probably catch me.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So you as you get to the door, Katrina, you do see as Nuke is dashing off, moving hastily, but not out of your range of movement.
Let me see. Obviously, he's on a mission. He must require assistance. I'm going to move quickly after him.
All right. Do you call out to him?
Nope.
Okay. So you're just following at pace. Got it.
Yep.
All right. Nuke, go ahead and roll perception. What is your first task that you would like to accomplish?
I would go to the sandwich place,
Okay.
bar / shop. And I guess I'm gonna wing it. I mean, if somebody's outside sitting down about to eat their sandwich, I mean that's game. Otherwise,
Yeah, go
I
ahead
would
and
look
roll
for
a
an opportunity to
perception.
get into the shop. right?
You're rushing through the roughs, heading on each of the catwalks, going down steps, and there's this smell that hits you. It's like almost, and you're like, no way. You remember that, I mean, this is it's been a long time, but you smell that roast beef scent, and you are rushing through trying to find wherever this smell is coming from. Going down further in, walking across the catwalks, you then see it. Hogan's Hot Hoagies. It's this little shop cart right on the end. You can see as there is a pile of hoagie rolls on a table next to a cart that people are lining up for.
And this is a cart in like the truest sense of the word. It's
Oh
like
yeah,
a
it is a
guy-
food cart. Yeah, like a street corner
Okay.
food cart. There's like a plastic table set up where people can add all of their accoutrement to their sandwiches, whatever hoagie they decided to pick up.
Is there seating or no? Like, is
There
there-
are a few plastic like fold-out chairs. Like this is street food at its finest. It is right on the edge, overlooking an area where it's just strung across like thousands of just like lights across this expanse from one side of the ravine to the other. You're about 100 feet down from the surface level, like the surface area.
I mean, I would be thinking, you know, like I would be looking for, I guess the easiest way to get this sandwich. I'm really what I'm looking for is like taking candy from a baby style situation.
Go ahead and roll another perception.
Are there any like already pre-made sandwiches, or is it merely or purely like made as is ordered?
You do see they are made. You see as one person walks up, hands over their coin, picks up a hoagie roll, cuts it in one fell swoop, grabs the just a tongs full of roast beef, folds it up and wraps it up. It's a quick thing, so nothing is ever made. But you do, with your perception, you do notice that somebody on the table they're about to unravel. You see about an elderly gentleman, hair kind of like scraggly. He's very shaky, but he's ready. You can see him like slowly unwrapping the white paper that is wrapping his sandwich. You see him preparing some onions to the side. And you see as he reaches into the bag and he puts it down on the table and he's like slowly unwrapping as the other people are lining up.
Oh my god.
There's a couple people sitting on like
guy.
the chairs right there eating as well. They're already digging into theirs. But this one individual seems like a very, very easy target.
Shit. Should have chosen my words better. I don't know if I can steal this from an old guy, man. It was the shaking part that did it for me.
Yeah, he's very rattly.
This guy needs sustenance. Unlike some people I know.
Requires sustenance.
I haven't had one of Hogan's hoagies in a long time. This is gonna be delicious.
No.
Can't forget the mustard.
Of the other people who are around, is anybody like is their food almost full? Like, has anyone just started eating?
I'll give you one more perception check.
I mean, a bite out of it, that's fine by me.
Looking through, there is basically more than a half of one hoagie. One of the second half has like a couple bites in it, and the person you do see as just damn it, and then they drop something, and what you see is a couple coins like rolling down off the edge of the ravine and cling down to like the lower level. He's like, oh damn it, that's my food, that's my money for food this week. And you do see as he gets up and he starts walking down the little catwalk stairs to the lower level, as there is a half-eaten sandwich left on one of the plastic tables.
And you said there was a couple of bites still left on the second half of it, right?
The second half, the only part of that sandwich left is like already bitten into, and he has like a little cup of like jus
Right.
for the
I
sandwich.
mean, fuck it. This is my chance. This is I go. Yep. I move with fucking intent.
Yeah.
I need to get the sandwich for Kaelin, and I can't rob that old guy. I can't. fucking time is not on that guy's side. No, ain't doing that. Yeah, I make a dash.
Go ahead and make a
you said I'm up
dexterity check, as you are now, Katrina. You are watching as Nuke is kind of like sitting, eyeing this cart of food, people lining up, and you're not sure. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay. There it is. All right.
In that instant, you watch as he is meticulously watching you see the old gentleman slowly. He's still unwrapping his sandwich. It seems like it's going to take him a few minutes to get to it. But you watch as Nuke darts out from around the corner, dodging, bobbing, and weaving through the line as the person leaves the seat going down the catwalk to get his coin that he dropped. You've seen the flicker of gold kind of like catch light for that brief moment. As with the quickness, Nuke takes off, running towards the table. The whole, do you grab everything? Do you like fold up the dipping jus as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah. So you pack everything back up, you put it back in the brown bag, and you roll up the half-eaten sandwich with a couple bites still left or taken out of it, wrapping it back into the white paper, and you book it. Katrina, what is going through your mind as you watch as Nuke effectively steals somebody's lunch, or breakfast, rather?
Can I position myself in front of the door and kind of cross my arms?
It is not a door. This cart is on the outside, like on the main walkway.
Can I, as he's booking it, can I sneak over and kind of grab him, like, collars? Like, what do you think you're doing?
I will say, for the sake of that, make a dexterity check.
All right.
And Nuke, go ahead and make a dexterity as well with advantage, because your movement speed is significantly higher.
Dexterity check, you said,
Yeah.
yeah?
You get to the table and you're folding it up. Katrina, you are just there. Like, you are running up. You hear the crowd like, what is going on? Who's that? What is he doing? Is he taking a sandwich?
Oh my god. Did you just get me in trouble?
You got yourself into trouble.
Katrina, you make it to the cart as he's setting up, like basically putting everything away. It was the lid putting back on the little container so he can get the juice, you know? That was what got him. It slowed him down a bit. But you do, like, you're next to him. Not like super close, but there.
What are you doing, bud?
Caitlin's hungry. I try to rush past her.
No. Caitlin has food at home. No. Okay. There's other sources of food.
But it's so juicy. Quick, he's coming back. Fucking get out of my way.
I'm so glad my coin didn't fall off, man. I would have been starving. You can hear him walking back up the staircase. on the ledge.
Is Katrina getting out of my way?
You see, she's hesitant, but she is giving you a relatively stern look.
You see as everybody in the line lined up for sandwiches are now looking in both your directions.
If she's getting out of my way, I move past. If she's not, I step on her toe.
Okay, so are you gonna try to stop him from running away?
I think I might, yeah.
All right. I will say for this sake, I need both of you to, you know what? We'll see. I'll say roll initiative just to see if you are ahead of him. That's what I'm gonna do. So go ahead and roll initiative just to see. Oh yeah,
you're rolling so good. You're rolling too good.
So since Katrina is the one up, I will allow if you are trying to grapple to stop him if you want to do a grapple check.
Yeah. We got food at home.
All right, go ahead. Contested grapple. So your athletics versus Nuke's athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, wait. Acrobatics or athletics?
Your athletics versus Nuke's acrobatics or athletics.
Add a +1 to that then.
+1, so a 13.
Yeah.
You got it. Nuke, acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you prefer.
Yeah, I can't read for some reason. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
God damn.
You
He's sneaky
try
little.
to catch him, but he's just too squirrely. As kind of like comically cartoonish, your arms just fold and cross over, and Nuke kind of like slips down and then crawls between your legs, and he slips back and he slinks away, or he
Oh, little
is
shit.
kind of like hopping right through your legs.
Fastest boy.
But since I don't think you have the extra attack yet. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
What?
I was gonna say if you have an extra attack, you can make another grapple check, but you do not have your extra attack.
Oof.
Damn.
But
I've never been so grateful.
Don't worry. I have Eldritch Blast.
oh god.
What's that? 120 feet?
Maybe.
Oh man.
Okay.
I
do
run
have-
through the most crowded area.
Okay.
I can speak to him telepathically, though.
Oh shit. Okay. So what do you say?
Get your ass back here, and we won't have a very, very long conversation later. Insert mental noise of knuckles breaking or cracking.
All right.
Am I able to respond or what?
You can he?
Does not give the opportunity to respond.
Okay.
I respond anyway.
Okay.
New phone. Who's this? I double dash. I
Okay.
am not coming back.
So you
Caden is getting this fucking sandwich. Or
You
part of the
watch
sandwich.
as Nuke runs through different legs, running into the crowd, and dash away. His full movement. He is getting far away. You can see the top of his head hopping on one table to another, trying to get out of the way, but he is leaving. If that's going to be your full movement, he is about 90 feet away from you, I believe, on his full turn. What are you
Fucking
doing?
hell. Alright. We're doing this the hard way then. A dash.
You dash. Okay, you push through the crowd as you hear the guy walking up behind you. Wait, where's my sandwich?
Oh man.
But
Nuke, get your ass back over here right now. Mentally.
I don't even skip a beat.
This is Katrina. You cannot respond.
is oh boy. All right, that's your turn.
Yeah,
Then. Take your full movement. Nuke, go for it.
Yeah, I'm not even swayed. Like, I literally, there's no consideration of whether I should go back there. I am fucking bouncing. I'm double dashing, so 90 feet each time.
Yeah. So every time he gets 30 feet ahead of you. So this round he's 30 feet, the next round 60 feet. That gap is getting further and further away.
I would deliberately look for small gaps as well to utilize my my small stature.
Go ahead and roll a perception. Okay, in that time, you do find there is like this little small divot running through. Katrina, you watch as he rounds an alley, and you see as he slips into the pocket into this like makeshift area, you can kind of hear some like shouts and screaming from inside the building that he walked into.
Oh my god, you little shit. Okay. There is no run action, is there?
Oh no.
God damn it.
Yeah, he's progressively getting further and further away.
Can I use what knowledge I gained from wandering these streets to try and find shortcuts to potentially catch up?
Unfortunately, you did not roam these streets. These were not, the roughs did not exist until later on. The pit around Pernios did not exist.
Where did I wander the last 3 days?
Oh, the last 3 days. I'll say go ahead and roll perception. Excuse me.
Perception. Alright.
Not bad.
You watch as he slinks into one of the buildings and you try to keep pace, but again, shortcuts, when it comes to size, stature, he has the best shortcuts he can take. So you're still progressively getting further and further away.
The fastest way, instead of going through a building, is to go over it. I have spider climb.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
At least we have 2 days before we gotta meet him.
Dexterity.
Wait, wouldn't that be slower? Because you wouldn't have to climb further?
Well, it's better than running around it.
Okay, true.
Fuck this shit. We're going.
Yeah, so you're climbing above. Where specifically are you going? Because he is, I mean, you are losing sight of him specifically. Are you trying to head him off?
Trying, but getting
warehouse?
up to the rooftops, trying to get a better sight of where he might be going. Because he took the sandwich. He could go freaking anywhere.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. Nuke, go ahead and roll a stealth check. As you are trying to like hide through this place.
If I fail this
Natural one.
with a plus 11.
Oh my god, it was actually kind of close.
You start to like catch him when he runs out from one building back into the alley and he dips in again. But eventually you lose sight.
Damn it.
And so too.
Oh, we are gonna
is
have
the sandwich
such a
lost.
talking.
But juicy sandwich acquired. Katrina, you are standing on top, kind of climbing up. You were about 100 feet down into the pit. The city goes on for a ways. You climbed up and you're about at the level where the warehouse is. Are you going to proceed to look for Nuke, or what is the plan?
I had a mission.
Okay.
Find Nuke. And now discuss theft of sandwich.
Okay. All right.
Quest
So-
updated.
Oh, God.
You, sir, are in shit.
Nuke, you fall out of sight and you feel that you're in the clearing. Where are you going?
How long does it take to use a disguise kit?
A few minutes.
Are we talking like
Whips
1,
out a
2 minutes?
mustache.
Are we talking 5 minutes? 10
It's
minutes?
like, well, we'll say it's a minute to don a disguise kit.
Yeah, no, I'll just continue to make haste. I'm going to kind of take a wide berth,
Mhm.
but I'm getting back to Kaelin with the sandwich.
Okay.
So I'm
All right.
almost beelining it to
Yeah.
Kaelin.
You got it. So Katrina, you are looking around trying to find Nuke, but he's nowhere in sight. As
Where the fuck did he go?
I will say, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Okay, let's go. Low? I guess?
Just a D100.
Oh.
Yeah, just D100. You spend the next 20 minutes trying to survey before you give up on pursuit. And not finding him in the 20 minutes, would you made your way back to the warehouse? That everybody
May as well. If I can't find him and even tell him to go to the door, then what's the point?
Okay.
I mean, Kaylin and I are waiting at the door, so
Yeah,
Head to the door.
you do see as a Nuke now barrels through the area. Like you can see him on the path. This clearing on the stone is completely empty on this side of town. You see him kind of like football carrying a bag of something in his hands.
he's coming rather quickly, isn't he?
Looking over his shoulder.
Constantly.
I think he's being followed. I like jot the hammer down and get ready just in case.
Go ahead and roll an
He's being
insight check.
followed. Sure. Oh, that's a private roll for some reason. There you go.
Oh, hello.
Caitlin, you watch as the look on Nuke's face. What would they perceive on your face? Like, what would you be giving off?
Oh, fucking sheer terror. I mean, this is not so much like an enemy or a monster, which would be scary, but I could fight back or whatever. It's Katrina, so I'm kind of like caught between a rock and a hard place. I mean, it seems like I'm in a lot of trouble, but at the same time, I can do nothing about it apart from run. So, yeah, pure fucking panic.
Oh god.
So yeah, do with that
All the more
information
reason
what you
then.
will.
Yeah, the hammer drops out. I get up by my shoulder, watching behind him, and just waiting.
He does come into earshot. You can hear him like breathing heavily as he's just rushing back towards the warehouse.
Get in.
Here, Kaylin. If anybody asks, I was with you all the time.
Does this door close?
Yeah, it slides. It's one of like the warehouse where it has the rails, so it
Okay.
opens up.
I would like to close the door behind him.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, good idea.
Kalen has his weapon out.
What's following you?
Two out of breath. I can't speak. It's fine. Just close the door. That's good. Oh, fuck. I've got a
Not
stitch.
friend. Did they see you?
I think I lost him. It's probably okay. Somebody was chasing me.
I gathered that.
Kalen's gonna open the bag that he was handed.
Here it is. Nice and juicy. I could only get half of one. Though.
Are those
Trust me, totally worth it.
Are those bite marks?
I just
Someone else has eaten your sustenance.
one bite mark. I just had to make sure, it was good quality. Yeah.
Oh god.
Go
Yeah,
ahead and roll a deception.
You can never be too
Versus
careful around
Caitlin's
here.
insight.
Deception straight.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
He seems very honest, and even in his ace, seems like he's being truthful.
Thank you, I suppose. What?
I'll just wait till you finish eating it. Trust me, it's fucking. You say thank you now. Things you'll do after you taste this. I think I'm addicted.
Theft.
Oh tell you, I'm fucking unfit.
With that freaking insight check, I actually trust what he's saying. Damn it.
All right.
But,
I mean, it's-
Luke, what was following you?
Uh,
Or who?
big, angry person.
Right.
Reminded me of
why?
one of my old friend's mom. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, reasons. Everyone around here is angry. You know, probably poverty. I don't.
Well, at least you made it back. I'll keep watch, and I'll go out one of the side doors to the front and just watch for anybody coming towards us angrily.
20 minutes later.
If anyone asks, though, I was here all the time.
Right.
Galen will split the half sandwich in half and hand one half to Nuke.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Is the dip in range?
Yeah, no, of course.
Oh, I
Yes.
just dip it into it. It's just all in one bite, all in my mouth. I breathe. I breathe in a bit. Still delicious.
Kalen casts Spare the Dying on Nuke.
Go on, eat it. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, Kalen will eat it. Yeah.
God damn it!
And I mean it is a really good sandwich. Nuke, this is one of the very few times that you've were able to have meat, you know? Like it's not like it was like rationed in any way. It's just it was expensive. And having something like this is a real treat. And to think that even the people living in slums like this could afford beef. It's good.
Living the high life, baby. Yeah, I would just catch my breath. So yeah, I would just essentially chilling, just hands on my waist, just chin in the air. That's it.
I'm just out front looking for anyone coming towards us. That seems out of the ordinary over the last few days. Watching for angry people.
Yeah, definitely. Somebody is coming towards you.
You might see me going over buildings.
Yeah. You watch as eventually now Katrina kind of climbs down from one of the buildings, walking up towards the warehouse. What would be the expression on your face right now?
Pissed.
Okay, go ahead and Vic, go ahead and roll an insight. Ah, yes.
Yes.
Katrina,
Understanding everything about human emotion.
She usually looks like this, right?
Of course.
Sure.
It's a natural look on her face, but does walk up, and you do catch as she's walking back in.
Have you seen Nuke?
He returned some time ago. Where
Good, I
Weren't
need
you
to
meant
kick
to
his
find him?
ass.
weren't you meant to find him?
Oh yeah, I did.
All right.
I found him stealing.
Was it a required action?
No.
Hmm.
Agree to disagree.
Then for what purpose was such things stolen? What did he steal?
A sandwich.
Sustenance.
I need not.
Why would he steal sustenance when he has acquired some gold over the last few days?
I don't know, but we had food at home, and I don't know why he stole it.
And I believe Kalen sent him to find food, or a sandwich in this case. Not sure why You needed to steal it.
Okay, so I think we need to have a talk about this 5-finger discount.
Hang on, let me.
I'm googling how many fingers do goblins have.
Okay. Go. He stops for a moment. Are you who he was afraid of?
What? Oh, he fucking should be.
You
As soon as I
appeared
see
quite
him, I'm gonna
distraught
whoop
when
his
you arrived.
ass.
I'm not certain that would be the best course of action, as we do have a mission to run.
Permission to whoop his ass after the mission.
I'm uncertain why you need my permission.
Fine, I will after the mission. But his ass is getting whooped.
I see. He is within. I believe he was speaking with Kaylin, as I saw. Are you all right?
Other than a spell down, I am fine.
Are you certain it was wise to use a spell when we were going on a mission soon?
I give him a look.
Go ahead and roll an insight.
So, yeah.
You can vaguely read this this expression.
Are you angry at me? What have I done to perturb you?
I can manage my own abilities. Thank you very much.
Why? That was weird.
I was kind of wondering what that was. Yeah.
Apologize. That was weird. Shouldn't do that.
Eh?
It exploded sound-wise.
This is fine.
Okay.
Regardless, he is inside. We should leave soon.
Okay, let's go.
Is there anybody else following you?
Maybe one person who is down a sandwich.
I see. Does he require taken care of?
No, he might require sustenance, though.
I see. Did he not? Can we not get him a sandwich?
Someone took his sandwich.
Round and round we go. Of course. All right. I believe speaking with Nuke may clear up some things.
Hmm.
I'll go back to the side door that I left, but I'll take another look back past like Katrina to make sure that no one did follow her here.
Go ahead and roll a perception.
Perception. Okay.
If they did follow, it would have been very impressive considering the path that she took towards you was up and over buildings that were
Right.
carved into the stone on the side.
Fair.
So it seems pretty safe. But you both make your way into the warehouse. It would be by this time you would have already been finished with your sandwich. Everything would have been cleaned up. And you're just sitting around or whatever you want to be doing.
Yeah, I'm probably sitting.
Okay. As you both walk up to Kaylin and Nuke.
We are going to talk about that later.
I spring up the second I see her. And like one foot is turned to the side. You know, even my hip is kind of turned to the side. I'm ready to bolt. I don't know. What do you mean? I was here all the time. I just had to use the toilet.
I fucking watched you with my own 2 eyes roll up and steal that man's sandwich.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you fucking bullshit me.
And anyway, even if I was, go on.
No, go ahead.
Just say, hypothetically, it was me. I mean, what's it got to do with you? I mean, it wasn't your sandwich.
And it wasn't yours either.
I mean, it became mine. And then it became Kaylin's. And then half of it became mine also.
You're gonna be on such a fucking timeout. You have no idea.
I really badly try to I'm shocked at what you're saying. I don't know why you're saying this.
She does not appear to wish to react to your actions until a later time.
But actions will be had.
I look at the ground.
So, Kaylin, after you have discovered that you had eaten a thieved sandwich, your group is back together.
Does Kaylin care?
Yeah, how does Kaylin feel?
Kaylin feels very conflicted.
Sorry, you pronounced satiated wrong there. Sorry, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I guess that too.
I mean,
But
it
a
was very
guilty
good
kind of satiated.
Yeah, it was a very good sandwich.
Yeah, but now it tastes a little bit worse. Do you know who he stole it from? Could we get them another?
Would I recall who it was? Like, at least would I recognize them if I saw them?
Go ahead and just roll an insight check just to see if you can recall details.
Insight. I'm not entirely certain I can recall who.
At a glance, you did see. I mean, you saw somebody in his, mid 30s, slightly thinning, but on the hair. But I mean, that could match most people. A lot of people. So
Honestly, it's hard to say.
I turn to
Unfortunate.
Nuke. Would you recognize the man you stole this from?
I mean, no.
go ahead and roll a deception check.
Fuck.
Because I mean, you were scoping out your marks, so.
Unfortunate.
I mean, I would recognize the guy I didn't take it from. I mean, there was this old guy. He's old, with a capital old, all shaky and shit. I mean, it was going to be the easiest fucking take ever. But I mean, I didn't do it. Morals, I'm a nice guy.
I go there.
I look at the ground again. I mean, just... and I stopped there. I was about to say something, and then I just stopped. He was about to say that the sandwich was just sitting there, but he doesn't want Kaylin to, get the impression that he just picked up, fucking food off the ground or something.
I do not believe the one you did not steal from will require an apology.
Probably not. I mean, that'd be weird. I mean, the guy I took it from, he fucking had loads of money anyway. He had so much, it was literally falling out of his pocket.
I look at him again.
Did you not see money fucking rolling down the hill from the guy? Did you not?
Oh my god.
You watched
I heard
as,
what the guy said, right?
Well,
It's a yes or no answer.
You watched as one gold rolled down the cliffside and landed on the platform below.
They had one coin.
One coin that fell out of his pocket because his pocket was full of other coins.
Nuke.
And if I remember correctly, he was saying that was his money for food the rest of the week.
Weak.
Wait, you weren't there?
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was fucking there.
Sorry.
So his food for the week.
I mean, to be honest, it just occurred to me that I actually have gold myself, so I could have actually bought a sandwich. I mean, I'm still getting used to this, like gold and like coppers and lead or something like that. I mean, we use credits. I've no fucking use for this stuff. I'm only here 3 days. Fucking hell, give me a break. Look,
Wait, did you
next time I want a sandwich. I'll
fucking go out and buy
probably,
it?
yeah, probably, maybe. I mean, yeah, probably.
No, you will.
I will.
You will what?
What?
What will you do?
Fucking do my stretches before I run like that again.
No,
Fucking pull the hammy. I fucking.
no,
I'm getting
you
so old.
will go and buy what next time?
I mean, look, you're looking at this all wrong. That was basically like practice. That was training for me, you know, honing my skills, making sure I'm still sharp, you know.
Can I
My skills
bump
benefit
him
you.
upside the head there?
Sure, yeah.
Thank you.
you smack him upside the head.
Casting spells on me, fucking hitting me. Thought we were friends.
You are stealing shit again, and that is not something you should be doing.
I wish Medea was here.
But he would help you.
Before this escalates further, we should likely find this junker gang we're meant to be searching for.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Change the subject. I like it. All right, let's go.
This is not over.
start. Whoa. What do you mean it's not over? Like, what else do we got to talk about? Let's just get it done now. The anticipation is killing me. I don't do well with surprises.
Alrighty. Are we heading out now?
I don't know.
I don't know. Are we, Mom?
Are we stealing more shit?
I mean, yeah. You haven't seen nothing yet.
Damn it.
Oh shit.
Half the shit I'm wearing I stole, including pink underwear.
2 hours, just saying.
All right. With sandwiches in some of your bellies,
I do not require sustenance.
we'll go ahead and take a 10-minute break as you all walk over to Harlan. Seems like he's getting things prepared, waiting for you all to decide when you're ready to go. Go ahead and take a 10-minute right there, and yeah. So grab your sandwiches and run.
Not stolen.
Run away with some
All right.
sandwiches. But we'll be
See you
back.
guys.
Yeah, we'll be back in 10 minutes.
All right.
All right. Be right back. Oh my god. The sandwich. What? Imagine that. Sandwiches. That is one of the best derails that I've experienced thus far. Sandwiches is such a good derail. I can't. I can't. Oh man. I'm gonna stand up and stretch for a moment. She didn't get any sandwich. I know, true. I mean, you guys technically, you could have bought a sandwich. But you would have had to wait in line. And did you really want to wait in line for a sandwich? The cart did smell good. Hogan's Hot Hoagies? Come on. But still. Waiting in line, that's for lamos. That's for losers. Couldn't do it. No waitings for suckers. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Anyways, I am gonna be right back. I'm gonna stand up and stretch. I am in a bit of pain, so I gotta take care of that. Yeah, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah, we got 8 minutes on the break, and then we'll return to the second half. Hopefully, we can finally get into Pernios. We'll see. We'll be right back. Oh boy, oh boy. I hope everybody stole a sandwich, because I sure didn't. Now I kind of want a hot roast beef sandwich. I'm gonna be honest with you, that sounds good. There needs to be more hot roast beef sandwich carts where I live, or just in general. I feel like the world needs more. Right? Street vendor food? Oh, man. You know how much bacteria is festering, but that's what makes it taste good. You would never get that flavor in any other conditions. That's just what makes it good. Anyways, welcome back. I'm here. Yeah, it adds character, exactly. And you have a chance of getting those super brain worms like in Futurama, when Fry becomes all buff and smart because of the worms, the gut worms. Oh man, I'm hoping that happens to me one day. That'd be wonderful. We'll see what happens. Anywho, hello?
Hello.
Are we all here?
Not quite yet. Quest is gonna be there shortly.
Okay. So I don't know about you guys, but I have a hankering for a sandwich. Yeah, I do.
I have a peanut butter and jam sandwich right now, so
That's not bad.
You didn't steal it, did you?
I can taste the peppercorn that's in between each steak slice.
Dude, I would not be opposed to like a nice hot roast beef sandwich right now. Just a French dip. Oh man, please. When you said juicy sandwich, that was the first thing I'm like, oh, that sounds so good.
I've been watching a lot of like briskets, slow cooked briskets and all that recently, and like proper and when they squeeze it, and
when
all
they
the juice
squeeze
just,
the flat, oh man, yeah, that gets me every time. Every time. That's the best part. When all the fat is rendered down. I just recently bought a brisket, so.
Oh shit! Do you have a smoker?
I don't,
Smoker?
but I'm not doing it barbecue. I'm gonna make a pastrami.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, that reminds me. I've got some pastrami.
Yeah, dude, pastrami is so good.
I'll get it in a minute.
In terms of meats, I think pastrami is like top tier for me.
I say recently, I was after watching Sopranos, which I watched quite late. Mm-hmm. But gabagool, or they call it different things, different places.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good, so good. I would never have eaten it when I was younger, especially knowing where it came from. But yeah, oh man, it's so good. It's the fat, the fat really adds to it. I would never eat fat on meats when I was younger, but now
same. Now look at me, Mom. We did it.
Look at all of me.
I know. Look at all of me. I didn't used to eat fat, but here we are. We did it, Mom. Are you proud of me? Oh no. I used to tell my mom to cut the fat off of bacon. And I'm talking about, real bacon, not the Canadian stuff. But like just the pork belly, right? Cured pork belly.
Bruh.
Canadian bacon has its place. Don't get me wrong. I do like it. But it's ham.
Just different.
Yeah, it's
chalk and cheese.
Fucking this our bacon.
It's ham. Stop calling. I don't understand why you guys call it bacon. It's ham.
What bacon are you eating?
The real kind of bacon. The pork belly.
What kind of bacon?
It's like 90% fat. If you're eating pork belly, it's 90% fat. And I told my mom
we call them
to
rashers.
Cut it off. Rashers?
Yeah, rashers. That's what we call bacon. Rashers.
Really?
Yeah, but our style of bacon, not the Canadian style. The style that you're talking about, we'd refer to that as rashers.
Yeah.
And bacon. But
okay. No, so looking at Google, Canadian bacon, what you guys are calling Canadian bacon, we are calling ham.
Yeah,
that's not
ham.
bacon. That's not bacon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we're talking about different stuff here, obviously.
So we call Canadian bacon. I mean, I don't know why we call Canadian bacon.
I don't know
Canadian
who calls
bacon.
this Canadian bacon.
You guys don't call Canadian bacon Canadian
Fuck no.
bacon?
No,
This is what we're talking about there, Williams. Yes, it's essentially a message.
I need to see this.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
confused as
wait,
fuck.
I assumed the Canadian bacon was the streaky bacon.
Okay, you know what? Here, I'll put it in.
See, I heard
Convergence.
that Canadian bacon. Well, every time we talk
Alright.
about Canadian
That's
bacon,
ham.
That's ham.
exactly. Then why do we call
That's
it
ham.
Canadian bacon?
I don't know. Like
That's
bacon is fucking bacon.
That's why every American sits there and like, I don't understand why they call this Canadian bacon. It's
This
just
shit is
ham.
bacon.
Canadians are
That's
weird.
bacon,
This is
not
bacon.
the first one.
Yeah, the first one's just ham.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So
No,
it's
they're
not
fucking
us
crazy.
calling it bacon. You
Okay,
guys
so
are calling
we
it
all-
Canadian bacon.
So we call it Canadian bacon when it's just, in fact, everyone calls it ham.
Yeah.
And all of us say, universally, we all say that bacon is literally just the same thing all around.
Yeah.
What the fuck? My whole worldview
At
is
least-
just completely collapsed. I don't know what to do with myself.
Maybe that's just me. Quest, tell me if I'm wrong.
I've heard it called like back bacon before, but usually
For
it's
which one?
just
For
called
which one?
ham.
Yeah.
First one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the one that everybody calls ham.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
this
Yeah,
is
the picture of
ham.
ham.
I'm completely torn now. My whole life I've thought you guys called like ham Canadian bacon. I was like, there's no
No.
fucking
No.
way. Who?
No.
Wait, so
I got-
which one of these are you talking about?
We're all talking about bacon. Like we're all
No,
talking
no,
about
obviously.
bacon. Yeah,
The
clearly we're
middle
all on
one-
the same
the middle one is
wavelength.
bacon,
The second one.
The middle one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would
Middle
you
one.
guys eat like the bottom one? Because that's what we have
I
for
have no idea
bacon.
what that is, but I'll probably try it.
It looks delicious, so I'd probably eat
Back
it.
bacon. Yeah, back bacon. We call them rashers.
It looks like
Wait.
cured meat.
That's back bacon.
So now there's back bacon. The top one is back bacon in Canadian, or can be
No,
referred to.
typically it's ham.
Yeah, that's still ham for sure.
Yeah.
I'm
so
confused
eating
as
bacon
fuck.
after this. I'm so eating bacon.
Now I want bacon. Yeah.
Imagine arguing about eating
Like-
pigs, Big L. I know,
So,
bro.
so the first one, cut into like smaller strips, can be back bacon. But like, it's still ham.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
Meanwhile, back at the plot.
yeah. Let's go ahead and return. How about that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Plot things.
shit. Either way, you stole a sandwich, and here we are, getting ready to head into Pernios for the first time in a while. Is there anything you would like to accomplish before? Or are we...
Other than scolding somebody.
Yeah, I'd like to like stand on the opposite side of the party.
Oh, don't worry. I can mentally mentally continue this.
Nuke's like fear has like slight like disappointment that she actually hit him. So yeah, he's like he's sulking a bit. So I'm not talking to Katrina for a little while.
yeah.
Fair enough. But have you learned your lesson?
No,
Probably not.
Then
I'll let you know when I fucking steal this next sandwich.
the conversation will continue.
From
Uh,
your... Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Vic was just gonna take one last like tour around the area that everyone's been dropped off at here.
Mhm.
Make sure everyone's safe and fine before we leave.
And they are. I mean, everybody is settled in. It's not like everybody's just sitting around moping. They're getting things set up, and over the course of the last few days, they have brought in some lumber, and they are slowly working on framing just temporary buildings so that people can actually have their own buildings within this warehouse. So it's moving and it's progressing.
Mm-hmm.
But you do walk up to Harland, and he does turn to everyone. So I'm assuming you sorted everything out. Are we ready to go?
I look at Nuke.
He's still getting talked to in his head.
I've got my fingers in my ear.
It's not stopping.
I believe we're ready.
I nod, but continue the conversation.
La 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 la.
Right. Well, I guess I'll head with you all there, but what I'm gonna do, and Archon kind of chimes in, I want to make contact with the rest of the group. Those that were injured, hopefully we can... I'm gonna look out for Yarva and Tanner, see what we can do to bring them out of the city without it being a problem.
Right. Be careful. Lancaster seemed trusting, but don't know what the rest of them that he's with.
You as well. All right. Mind you, we'll be cut off for a while. I have some things to take care of here.
Unsurprising.
It's not what you think. Where, even though they owed me a favor, they still asked, knowing that there was a bit of an urgency in my asking. I have some things to take care of with the Junkers, and they assured that you had safe passage. So I'm going to make sure that I hold up my end of the bargain.
Right.
As you all make your way, walking to the northern side to the hideout, and it's not really a hideout, it's more of like a clubhouse, tavern, as you see. This area is not really densely populated. Most people tend to stay away from this area, but everyone that is here are very diligently watching you. There's not a corner that doesn't have somebody kind of staring. Seems as though every high place, every low place knows of your presence. It's tense. But eventually, Harlan does walk up to somebody standing outside of the building. He mutters something as another individual walks out, bandana across his face, bald on top, has a tattoo on the left side, looks like a skeletal hand kind of reaching and holding his head like a ball. 3 other people walk in or walk out of the building with him. So it must be all of you that want to get in, huh?
Yeah, it'd be us.
I have very few rules. The only ones is don't ask questions. You do what I say, and that's it. Are we clear?
Crystal.
Crystal.
clear.
That's what I like to hear. He takes a step forward and starts walking. You see him take the catwalk down. All right, follow me. This whole time you've been on the outer ring, kind of like the wall that meets the desert. And this is the first time you've walked across to the other side, the wall that is connected to Pernios. You watch as the actual wall above starts to disappear. It is darker in this corner as you start making your way through a tunnel. There are dozens of people. These carved out hallways filled with crates, boxes. You hear cheering and laughing from one of the rooms. You're in a place that, like the taint, is away from everything. Those that are here are the ones in control. You get to the end, and there's a room that opens up, and you see one of them. He waves. The big guy with the tattoo kind of waves one of them. Go ahead. You see him twist this hatch on the ground, this heavy steel, just iron, rusted out, kind of hitches open, and he cracks it open, and immediately this smell hits you, kind of this rot. All right, going down. You see as the two walk ahead and take their steps down.
Kind of look at the others.
I'll look at the guy that just gestured us downwards. Not necessarily trying to gauge anything from him, but as we're all waiting here, I do want to activate my magic awareness for the next. What's this last? I don't know how long it lasts for. Well, so it only lasts until the end of next turn, so it's not very long. But I want to see what I can see around us.
Okay.
It's a little small little blue flame that appears in my eyes, and just start looking around.
And you're watching. I mean, you can
others,
see as the hanging lights across these ropes, these lines, they immediately light up. You can see the energy, the magical and essence that pulses through, sending across. You look back and you do see as the coat that the individual's wearing is also glowing. You can see as the objects on Harland are glowing, but nothing truly stands out.
Okay.
But are you all walking down into this hatch?
Yup.
Yeah, I'll look back at the others as the blue light fades and nod to them. I'll take up the rear.
Yep.
It's enough for me to follow, yeah?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the big guy, he stays back. Harlan does look at you. This is where we part ways for now. Be careful.
Thank you, Harland.
I'll see what I can do outside. Hopefully, I can learn something in the time. Good luck.
Nods.
You see, as one of the couple that went down with you close the hatch and twist it, you can hear it locking from the other side. All right. We're going to take you where you need to be. We're going to drop you off. And do yourselves a favor, never come back this way, right? In fact, you know what? And you do see him pull out a couple sacks. I'm going to need you all to comply just a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening?
They want
He's
my
wanting to
sack
put
over
bags
your
on
head.
our heads.
Just precaution. You can hear them
I'm afraid
running
it's
along.
dark. I'll just close my eyes.
Seems like you're shit out of luck already. It's dark in here. That's not gonna do.
I comply.
All right.
Well, does Vic comply? I do what Vic
Question,
does.
Isn't it? I'll be unable to react properly if my ocular cavities are obscured.
That's fine. There's nothing's gonna happen to you. Just follow along, we'll be fine. Promise. Scout's honor.
I
th-
insight that.
Yeah. I was
yeah,
gonna
am I
say,
picking
what-
up? I have a lot of experience in detained and whatnot. Like,
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Insight to those that want to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, that was so
man.
close. That was so close.
Katrina, are you going to insight?
Nah.
Too busy talking in my head.
Yep.
I mean, he seems honest. It doesn't seem like there's anything hidden. From what you can tell.
Hmm.
I defer to Vic.
I'm assuming I don't recognize where we are right now.
No. Go ahead and roll. First, roll me a wisdom check.
Yep. Check, right? Not saving throw?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, just a check.
Yeah.
You faintly recall that, I mean, there are sewers and waterways under Pernios. As to where they go, it's a maze. You don't remember if you were down here ever at any point, but you do know that there are waterways.
Hmm. He just like stares this guy down for a few moments and before reluctantly like I'm assuming this guy is fairly big, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll just kind of lower his head down to submit, I guess.
Oh, come now, it's not that scary. I mean, you all are scary, I promise. Oh, shaking in my boots. I promise you'll be fine. It
It is
does.
not you that I'm concerned of.
Oh, there's nothing down here. We've been down here plenty of times. We know where we're going.
You are a stranger. Your assurance means nothing.
Oof.
What, is that supposed to offend me or something? You're the one that wanted to help, so here we are. Could care less what you think.
It was not meant for offense, just a mere fact.
He goes quietly, just like pulls the bag over your head.
Right, give me that bag. I tried to take the bag and put it on my own head. Does he give me the? Do I get the bag?
He's resisting. He's like, no, let's
Give me
go
it.
ahead and take care of it. No. I've got it for you.
At
It's
least give me
fine."
this. Compromise.
He gives you another bag. Here's
Wait,
one for the
so-
road, just so you can have it like for later.
Fuck's sake.
Can I
Okay.
take out my spider without him noticing?
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand.
This is gonna go poorly.
It's
Yep.
fine.
Call that.
Oh. Whoops, it's not Vic. I just had him. That was on the dice, so. He doesn't say anything, though. You're unaware, but
I'm not gonna open it up. I'm just gonna hold it in my hand for now.
but everybody puts their bag or allows them to be placed over your head.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. One by one, you do hear as one of the individuals walks up behind Kalen. You hear him whisper as he puts the bag over your head. Whatever you're thinking about doing, I would think twice. Put it away. He kind of tugs
Fine.
it down and tightens it just a little bit more.
He'll put it away.
Okay. as they give you a rope to hold on to. All right, I'm going to go ahead and walk ahead of you. We're going to do a little bit of turns, twisty-turvy, and we'll let you off free topside. We part ways, never see you again, and well, we go on our merry ways. You sound good?
Sounds perfect.
Wonderful. See, more of you should be like her.
Just gets a grunt.
The
I copy Vic.
Okay. The sounds of the rushing water, the smells start to dissipate as you are walking back, and every once in a while he's like, oh, I went the wrong way. Let's go ahead and go this way. It seems as though they're attempting to turn you around.
Can I feel like I'm not the right person to do it, but can I try to keep track of like where we're going, the directions we're turning?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna try and do that too.
I'll allow everybody to go ahead and roll a perception check as you are trying to recount your steps and which direction you're going.
Yeet.
Oh.
Hey,
Ooh.
yeah.
Wow, wowie, wow. Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
you all get close to just following along. You know he's giving you the roundabout. And you follow it. The double backs, the rounding the corners, the turning around, it's clear. And even without seeing the bags or through the bag, you can hear as the water starts to settle. You walk up another ladder, still with the bags on your head. Sounds of the water running fade. You hear a door or a hatch open on the other side. You walk through and just step. It's a little high. As you step over and close the door behind. He rips the bag off your heads. You are in this solid concrete room. You can see as there is a steel ladder that leads up, and you can see kind of lights shining through the grates above, and a metal hatch door behind him. All right, you're free to go. You'll go on your merry way. Do whatever you want. Just don't ever come back here, all right?
Understood.
Where assistance is appreciated.
Gives you a nod. It wasn't that painful, was it? Trusting in
yeah.
others a little bit. Told you it would be fine. But you stand in the concrete room with the hatch above, or a grate. You can hear the flowing water in that room, or whatever's above you. There is the sound of running water.
Real quick, I'm gonna like attempt to steal the rope.
Okay.
They handed it. Is this one length of rope?
Yeah, it's one length.
Yeah, I'm just not even gonna draw any attention. Just casually nodding wrong here.
Just like everybody, as they're taking the bags off, you're like rolling up the rope, trying to make sure that. Got it. Go ahead and roll a deception first. Okay. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. In the shuffle, the burlap sacks being taken off your head, kind of like ushering you. You slowly slink back, and you're kind of rolling the rope and coiling it up. Doesn't seem like they're paying attention to you as you slip it into your bag. They don't say anything.
Yeah, take that, Katrina.
Do I see this?
Go ahead and roll a perception.
Jesus Christ.
It is against that sleight of hand.
I don't see shit, but
None the wiser. He does open the hatch leading back in. All right, well, so we part ways. Hope to never see you. And he, you hear it click. But whatever's above you is there. Hopefully, you're in Pernios.
Heck yeah.
All right.
So what are you guys doing?
How long is this rope for inventory management purposes?
Oh, that one's it is I mean, he had most of it coiled up. It is a 50-foot length of rope.
Sweet.
He just kind of like let it down as he was like getting all the bags off and making sure everybody's okay. But you end up scooping it all up.
I look at Katrina with like a smile on my face.
My eyes narrow slightly.
I look at the ground. Right, so I guess we're here.
Should keep moving though. Stay in one place for too long and they'll find us.
Hopefully that's not a trap up there. Katrina, why don't you go first? Checking out and all that.
I look at Nuke.
I saw you scale that building. Go on, you got this.
Uh-huh.
I'll push past both of them and activate the second magic awareness that I have and go up.
Okay. You ascend the ladder, watching, and you can see as there is like a glow in what's above you. The lights now coming into view. You can see as there are like light bars through the grates. Nothing like dangerous stands out. Just this magical essence about the area.
I hear any movement up there or anything like that?
Go ahead and roll a perception.
Oof.
Aside from the moving of water across something and what sounds like metal, kind of like a turning sound.
I can hardly hear anything over the two of you bickering.
To be fair, he started it.
I'll push up through the hatch.
Okay. You walk in and you see as this whole area is this like a slate gray brick across. As you see on either side, you see pools of water moving over, and you can see like a wheel turning. You are on the inside of what looks to be a towers. It's moving up. You can see a shaft in the center kind of twisting, moving, just a lot of gears moving in this motion of water passing across these machines. But you're alone. There's no one else in here.
Okay, I'll pull myself up and then help the others up.
Okay. You all make your way up.
Any indication of like a way out into the main city, or?
From where you are, there is one door. It is a very heavy, kind of like a bronze door
Okay.
that are flanked by these two slate brick pillars.
Mhm.
Seems wherever you are, you're in some kind of tower.
With water running through it.
Mm-hmm. It's like a water tower.
Okay. I kind of looked down at Nick briefly, and well, you were looking for water, weren't you?
I was looking for a lot of water, like something I could like a million of me could swim in.
Not certain that's what this was made for.
I mean, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose.
Right. Do we have ways to conceal ourselves? Make us not look like who we are.
I'd whip out a disguise kit. I got you covered.
You are probably, well,
The cutest goblin you know.
just trying to think. I mean, people of Pernios would not recognize you, but those looking for us will. Not certain. Do we have enough for all of us?
Yeah, I got two. I mean, I've kind of used one of them quite a bit, so we got like one and a bit.
Not sure how we can go about this without being recognized.
I mean, it's gonna be pretty difficult for you to disguise yourself.
I don't think we do, is the issue.
I do not wish to
Surely
put any of us in
those-
harm.
Honestly, they probably know we're already here. Maybe not inside here.
Probably still smart to like, make an effort.
I didn't say we wouldn't make an effort, but it's unlikely that much will happen.
I'll put on the glasses, nose, and mustache.
Okay.
Hmm.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand. just to see how good it is. Just for fun.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, it is the comical glasses, nose, mustache gag.
That's a Clark Kent level of disguise.
Yeah,
Excellent. Does it work?
maybe. Worked
Can
for
you tell us
Superman.
me?
Yes.
Indeed.
Can you tell
Is
us
there
me?
any?
Nick says. Wababoo.
Damn it.
My name is Vishal.
Jesus
Vishal
Christ.
Patel. Nice to meet you.
None the wiser. Go ahead, Kaylin.
Oh, God.
Is there anything in this place? Like, are there boxes? Are there cabinets? Is there anything we might be able to search through, like to find something to make a makeshift cloak?
Go ahead and roll a perception.
Oh, that was almost really good.
In this area, most paths around leading to like the ladder that heads further up onto the platforms above are fairly clear, and there's no clutter around, no boxes, no crates, nothing.
Suppose we carry on. Can be seen regardless, right? We get where we need to go sooner than later.
I agree.
God damn it.
It's so jarring is the problem.
It's so bad.
Lead the way. Oh, fearless leader.
Fuck.
I trust in you.
God.
Somebody's snorting.
Yes.
Yes. God damn it. All right.
Yes.
I guess I'll head to the door.
All right. You head over to the door. You opening.
Yes, of course.
You can feel this heavy bronze door kind of like glides on very smooth hinges. Carries most of its weight. It opens inward. You watch as there are several vehicles kind of driving down the street. The steps now in the same slate gray heading down to the sidewalk. There are dozens of people around. Seems like during this time of the day, it's pretty active.
Perhaps we can blend into the crowd then.
You know what?
Oh.
I'm gonna cast this. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self.
All right.
Oh.
What are you disguising yourself as?
I guess I would look into the crowd, and is it mostly just humans, or is it a big mix of
It's
things?
a mix. There are a lot of half-orcs, humans, elves, dwarves. There are a few Tabaxi, Leonin. You did catch as there was one like Loxodon.
I guess I would disguise myself as like a human, same height, brown eyes, brown hair, very like forgettable face, as much as I can do that.
Okay. Yeah. Easily
Has
done.
anyone seen Kalen? I'm kidding.
But before you step out, you disguise yourself. But you are all standing at the top steps, 6 of them down. And this is the first time you've seen, at least for you, Nuke, this is the first time as around this water tower, there are a couple bushes lining in these giant garden beds. And there are a couple trees next to it.
Am I able to go over to him?
Mhm.
Them?
Yeah.
I do so.
Alright.
And slowly kind of putting my hand out. Touch it.
Yeah, you reach past the wrought iron gates that kind of like frame this area. And you reach out and touch the bush. The greenery that's growing outside. Yeah, you go ahead and rub the bush a little bit.
It's so pretty. I lean in to smell it.
It's earthy. It's nature. There was only one time you've seen greenery like this. And that was the very brief moment you spent in the rich side of Tenebrae Station.
I'd like to pick a leaf off.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll walk back.
All right.
Kind of smelling it, kind of rubbing it, off the edge of my nose. Maybe a little lick when nobody's looking. But
Damn it.
for the most part, yeah, just Yeah, smelling it. And I like hold it up to the others, like, and I'm like smiling, like pointing at it. It's like, look what I've got. Like children do. Look what I got, Mom.
Yes, I suppose it's very rare to see plants on the station.
You can say that again.
Galen's gonna turn to Vic. This spell only lasts about an hour. It would be good to try and at least grab a cloak and perhaps some sort of mask.
Right.
I'm afraid I would stand out in a crowd.
You and I both should find something. You're right.
I look over at Nuke and wonder how this is not going to be standing out.
We can acquire something for him as well. I believe, actually, Katrina, you are the least recognizable here.
Conspicuous.
Correct.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
You want
Perhaps
me to
you
go
and
get
Kalen
you?
over the next hour before his spell wears off, and find something, some kind of a store for a cloak or disguises, some kind of concealment for us. I'll watch him. And I gesture to Nuke.
Wait, we get to do some shopping.
Quickly.
Oh, you're going to be so fancy.
I don't think do I have any gold. I think I have some gold, right? Yeah, I've got 96 gold, so I'll give her 50 gold.
Okay.
All right.
I do still have 73.
Show off. I have 25.
See what you can find. We won't be far from here, anyways.
We'll get something effective.
Right. I kind of just like kneel down beside Nuke. Like, you need to be careful. Although I understand it's new for you here. Your actions may seem odd to those that are accustomed to this.
You got it, boss.
Jesus.
I can't help but when you were doing that kneeling down, I'm just like, look, champ,
That's exactly what it was.
Your body's going through some changes right now, and you know, some people you're gonna really like the way that they look, and
I understand you want to be different. Yeah.
So Katrina, you are gonna be heading out on your own.
I think
with-
I thought Kaylin was coming,
Okay,
yeah.
you got it. Okay.
Actually, as we're walking away.
Go ahead.
So what do you think? Frills or no frills? Gesturing kind of discreetly towards Warforged.
Wait, are you saying that to Vic or are you saying that to me?
To you, referring to Vic.
Oh. Kalen's gonna ponder that for a second and then... What is a frill?
Oh, it's fine. You'll see.
Go ahead and both of you roll a perception check. Pretty good. It takes a moment. You notice that this side of the city is busy. I mean, there are tall buildings around you. You can hear the vehicles driving by in the streets. It is, Katrina, this is so out of your depth now. The last time you were here, there were no skyscrapers. You know, the main place was the Varlian pillars in the center of the city. But now there are buildings that, for the most part, tower over them. Kaelin, the time that you spent here in Pernios was brief. But you do recall spending a bit of time in the Eastern District, New Varlia. Takes about 20 minutes, and you find a small textile shop, as well as a little department store that you can roam around. Has all different kinds of things on racks, various levels. But
Okay.
you will be able to find what you want here.
Okay, we gotta get a nice fancy as hell suit for Vic, but the part that's on the inside is gonna be a bit more lacy, kind of frilly look. Oh yeah, this is gonna go great. What do you think? What are you picking up for Nuke?
Me?
Yeah.
I must say I'm not sure. I only had in mind to get things to conceal myself. I thought Nuke had a quite good disguise, or is it not a good disguise?
Oh come on, this will be great.
Wait, what did you say?
Sure wouldn't help. Wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking for something to cover my face and or entire head and a cloak.
Yeah, easily done. I mean, this department store has everything that you might need. You can find capes, clothing. There is a section that does have just straight up costumes if need be.
Oh my god. Is there a giant duck costume?
You can lose yourself in here. You walk through, and it kind of opens up mall style, and there's multiple shops on the inside. You watch as there is a directory, and you can see which floors have what.
Can I be a terrible player right now?
Sure.
What costumes are available?
All right, well, you look through the directory and you do find Donald Ripley's Costume Emporium. You head over to go ahead and describe what you're looking for. I'll let you decide your costume.
Oh god.
Nice turning it back on him. I like it.
Yeah, well done. Well played, sir.
What if we just get a whole bunch of duck costumes, so we're just a group of ducks walking through the street?
We would
That's
be a
fine.
gaggle.
And
Yes.
I mean, you do see dozens of feathered suits as well in this whole area. There are several just a giant wall. Think of like a party city where there's a wall of just like latex masks for
God.
Halloween. It's everything.
I feel like that would be more conspicuous.
Perfect.
Okay, never mind. Dash my dreams. I'm RPing seriously, okay? I need a cloak with a big hood that covers most of my head. And something to cover my face as well. Some sort of like, are there masks that I've seen people wear around Pernios that like don't stand out as like, who the fuck is the plague doctor over here?
Go ahead and you've seen people. There are people that mask themselves. There are those that carry like masquerade veils. So it's not, I mean, it's not common among the common folk, but there are people that kind of like set themselves apart by doing something like that. There is a ballroom attire supplier here in like the main mall.
I need one that covers my eyes, because those are super distinctive. So I
Go
guess
ahead.
I'll look. Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
look for
go
that.
ahead and hire low for me.
Oh boy. Give me low. Damn it! It was on 20.
Unfortunately, I mean, you do find one that has some like blackout lace in front that could possibly obscure the eyes. However, the mask that it comes attached to is just this like very flamboyant feathered mask with various colors across, these feathers that kind of like extend on both sides of the face. And
Damn.
reds, greens, yellows, almost like parrot colors.
Ugh. What about like goggles? Are there goggles?
Go ahead and hire low.
I guess I'll go low again.
Low it is. Not wanting to spend too much time, you find your way to this store on the top, like one of the top floors of this emporium. Lot of mechanical welding supplies, and eventually you do find a pair of welding goggles that obscure. I mean, as long as the lenses are on, most of the time, I mean, it's pretty easy to see through as long as it's not nighttime.
Okay. That sounds good. I guess I'll take those and I'll do some sort of like balaclava type face mask or something
Okay.
if I can find one, and then yeah, big
Yeah.
cloak.
Yeah, absolutely. Easily done. Katrina, what are you looking for yourself and or Vic and Nuke?
I'm kind of hooked on these duck costumes. Not gonna lie.
You're gonna get a duck costume?
If I can get like 3 of them,
Okay,
that'd be fucking perfect.
so you're gonna get 3. Okay. One smaller for like a baby duck?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, these are a little pricier. But I mean, money is no object when it's not yours, right? You do end up with everything in tow. You're able. Go ahead and roll me a D100, please. Just a D100, no high or low.
Galen, take a look at these.
The shop owner at Donald Ripley's Costume Emporium offers you all 3, especially one of the custom ones, one of the bigger ones, as you described, Vic. 30 gold for everything.
Oh, this is brilliant. Galen, what do you think? You think Vic will like this?
What can you describe
covers
what this looks
everything.
like?
What kind of duck costumes are like? What type of duck are we talking about? Ducklings, or because some of these are actually very detailed. The outside, they're like adult duck type patterns, not just like a little duckling.
Are we
I
talking
would have
like
just
mascot
picked.
costumes? Are we talking
Basically,
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're mascot costumes for sure.
like? Oh my god.
Yeah.
it covers everything, Galen. They won't see anything.
But wasn't the idea to blend in? I've never seen anyone wearing one of these.
You don't have to blend in if they can't see what you are.
I'm sure Pernios has some kind of convention where you'll fit in.
Katrina, I really do think we should try and find something less conspicuous.
You're twisting my arm here. 25 gold. It's for you. It's wonderful.
But it's 25 gold,
25 gold.
Galen. It's only 25.
Do you truly believe that Vic would ever wear this?
She thinks for a solid minute. Possibly. I'm sure he'll love it.
I'm sorry, I really think that we should find something else. Thank you very much for your time.
You're twisting my arm. 21 is the lowest I'll go.
Kaylin! You're 21!
Katrina, we need to find something else.
Okay.
This is serious. They could catch us.
She puts the duck costumes down. I still think it'd be a really, really good idea. Because I can't see anything. Like, honestly, that kind of stands out.
That is sound logic. No one know who you are.
Exactly.
I can
So
see
you
it.
get me.
Of course, of course.
But everyone will notice.
But they'll be
Yeah,
looking at
but-
the costume, not you.
I'll see a wonderful duck costume.
And my duck costume's all the best.
Like, look at these feathers. They're like, she kind of pokes it, like, so fluffy.
Real duck feathers.
Those ain't cheap.
Kaylin's gonna walk away and try and find something that doesn't stand out.
Real duck.
Real duck feathers, yes.
Katrina sulks.
He kind of like runs up to you and gives you a card. Well, if you're in the market, young miss,
Oh,
you know where to come back.
I might be back.
We have the best costumes.
I am so excited.
But looking for something a little more traditional in terms of disguises. You are coming to the almost to the end of that hour. You can get away with cloaks and masks for everyone for a total of 15 gold.
Oh, damn. That's good.
Okay. I will pay 15 gold for cloaks and masks for everybody.
All right. And you are just in time as you are coming to the end of your disguise self.
I'm gonna put it in my inventory as traveler's clothes and just edit it a little bit.
So everybody, or once everybody's there, you can go ahead and return. In the meantime, Nuke and Vic, what would you have been doing in the hour as you were waiting for the rest to return?
Yeah, Nuke, what are you doing?
This accent is really hurting my throat. It's really
Christ.
difficult to keep up.
I'm certain that with the proper disguise, the change in voice is unnecessary.
I don't know about that. I think I'm getting better at it though, right? I mean, you can never be too careful.
I mean, you are not incorrect in that statement. However, as drawing attention to something else does not mean it's not drawing attention to you.
Vic,
Yes.
you spent a lot of time in Pernios, right?
I believe I did once.
Oh shit, I forgot. You remember fuck all. I was going to ask, like, maybe we should go and do something nice. I don't know what, like, visitors do. Tourists. Surely you remember something.
I got you. Hold on.
Any, like, I don't know, like monuments that people travel from far and wide to see, you know, surprise me.
With the 13, it's difficult. I mean, you were in the early stages of Pernios' development, but it was already advanced leagues in comparison to everywhere else. But everything that you're seeing through, like, the stained glass windows across in this waterway, the buildings are unfamiliar.
It was a different time that I recall. Pernios was advanced beyond other areas. If people were to come here, it would be to observe their advances.
I mean, in its current state, it's like very advanced compared to the station. I can only imagine what it would have been like years ago. Must have been amazing.
There's a little like flicker in Vic's eye, real quick, in one of his eyes, and he just. It was not as pleasant as you may believe. Not for all.
What if your memory never comes back? I mean, that'd be kind of weird, right?
It would be unfortunate. Although pieces have returned already. I'm not certain how much more I would wish to remember.
I mean, you must have like friends and all here, right? I mean, rhetorical question. You can't remember, but you know, surely. I mean, you're a very outgo. Like, you're a nice guy.
I'm certain that I did once. It's possible this Credulo person was one of them. Anything more than that is hazy at best.
Well, guess we just carry on. Hopefully he comes back. I wonder how Kaylin and Katrina are getting on. I hope to get something nice.
I hope to get something practical. We wish to be concealed and blend in.
Would be weird if they came in with some duck costumes or something like that.
It would be the best disguise ever.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that like the mission was pretty clear, right? I mean, it was get some disguises, something to you know, low key, under the radar type of clothing.
Precisely.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Hopefully they have enough money.
2 duck costumes later.
I haven't needed to blend in like this for some time. I'm not certain what a disguise costs these days.
About 21 gold, you can get 3 duck costumes.
Regarding my memories, not certain if I've told you, but I don't recall anything from when Alpha is separated from me. What's he like?
Wow, Alpha, he's a nice guy. He's he is actually quite outgoing. He's to be honest, he's been a little bit confused as well lately, since this whole, you know, merging and then demerging. I think he's a good guy. Good people. Bit weird though that he can like separate himself.
It would
But-
appear that we both can. Or possibly, I don't know. I've been attempting to relay some information to him just by recalling it myself.
Wait, you can make little mini yous as well?
No, not. Wait, what?
Yeah.
No.
I said he can like separate, split himself, and then you said
Oh, sorry, no, I misunderstood.
that'd be pretty cool.
I
It'd be like little mini automaton.
No, nothing like that. No.
Automaton. Sorry.
You are
I
a
thought it was
strange
funny.
one. You understand that, right?
I mean, what is strange, right? Everybody's strange.
I agree. But not certain that I've met someone like you before.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm uncertain if I meant that as a compliment.
I know you long enough. You did. It's the inner alpha coming out.
It does
I mean-
seem to be changing a lot these days.
I miss alpha. It'd be nice if we like had both of you here. That'd be pretty cool.
Not certain that's possible. Would you prefer Alpha on this mission?
Don't know. I would say prefer. I mean, you're both got some similarities, but then vastly different as well. I wouldn't like to choose one over the other. I like both of you. I mean, he's quite fun. Like, as in, I don't fear that, he's gonna snap me in half if I do something stupid. But I like you, brave and fearless. Bit stern, but I get it. It's required. I would say 50-50. I like both of you the same.
I understand.
Please don't hurt me.
I do not wish to.
You know what? I'll be honest. I'm actually a little bit disappointed that Katrina hit me. I knew she was angry, but it's a bit.
Do you feel it was undeserved?
Well, I mean, you voice your opinion. Don't have to hit me. She's not my
I
real
don't believe
mom.
that answered the question.
Ooh, look at that tree. Pretty nice.
It would
How
be at
deep
that
do you reckon
time
those roots go?
you do
They are
see
few and far
as
between.
they are walking up. You can catch them from outside of like the window, as both Kaylin and Katrina are walking up the alley or the walkway.
Appears they have returned.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like they got anything overtly ridiculous.
You do see that they're
Shame.
carrying in like the mall shopping bags, the giant the paper bags.
I have always wanted to be a duck one day. Perhaps another.
I mean, you got the complexion for it.
Just kidding. That was not. No. No, it was not out loud.
Both of you
I swear to
enter
God.
into the waterways as Nuke and Vic are just having idle conversation.
Welcome back. I mean, welcome back.
Jesus. He's still doing
I,
it.
I do not
Now,
believe
I
the
stopped.
voice
I
is
stopped.
necessary.
Yeah, around you guys. I won't do it. But around anybody else, my name is Vishal. Got it?
Jeez.
Right. So, what did you get? I'm so excited.
Kalen will pull out the cloaks and masks that they got. It's a bit basic, but I think it'll do for now.
Should conceal us for the most part. At least until we find out where we're going. Find Cordula.
I take mine and I put it on.
Mm-hmm.
How do I look?
Okay.
I like put my hand on my hip and look good.
You
Look
look
disguised.
exactly. Do the cloaks have hoods and whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll wrap myself up in mine and throw the hood on. It's covering my head as well. Try to make myself look as little like me as possible.
All right.
All right. Going forward, remember that we are being looked for. And be careful.
Wait, before we go anywhere, it's just occurred to me. I have no idea where we're actually going. What are we doing? I was just following you guys. I've been a little bit preoccupied.
Out of character, I think it was Katrina that was saying she knew where we were going.
Did I?
I mean, like, I know that we're going to District 7, Apartment 17B in Drastenbrook, but I don't know where that is in relation to where we are right now. I thought that Katrina did, but maybe I'm wrong.
My brain is smooth.
I feel a roll for survival coming on.
I'll say go ahead and roll a history, Katrina.
Oh god. Let's see if I remember.
Ooh.
It's been a long time since you've been here. And even walking among the buildings in the eastern side of the city, the new Barlia, these high-rise buildings it's so different from what you remember the city used to be. With your 12, I mean, you do recall that Drastenbrook and the district housing. You know where they are roughly, but you don't know if it's gonna have such a dramatic change like this side of town. Like this side of Pernios did not. It wasn't like this at all. So maybe.
Okay, I'll go with that, I guess. I have no idea.
Well, we need to head west anyways. You know that.
Yeah. Let's go. We got this.
Right.
Will you travel by
I'm-
foot?
How else will we travel?
Vehicle? Train?
Well, shit, now you're just making sense. I think just by foot, yeah.
Okay. So you just head off in the direction west,
In the
hoping
westward
that
direction.
you would
yeah.
end up where you need to be. Some of the streets don't line up properly, but over the years they have done well to patch up at least the main frequented areas of the city. We'll be leading the charge.
I feel like it's Katrina and I in the front, but
Mm-hmm.
Probably don't ask your tech support.
For those, whoever's leading the travel, go ahead
Actually-
and roll survival. Actually. Mhm.
before we do head out, I'll turn to Kaylin. you have that tablet of yours. Are you able to get some sort of navigation on it?
Out of character, is that a thing? Like, they don't really have electricity here, so like, where would I get the map from?
They do have electricity. It's different than it's different than Tenebrae Station, though.
Well, yeah, it's like not like, sorry, they do have electricity, but it's not like connected to a big network, right?
Yeah. Kind of. There is.
I mean, are there terminals I can plug into?
Oh no. That no.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. So probably not.
In that case, yeah, I guess it is myself and Katrina.
All right.
Yeah.
Both of you go ahead and roll survival.
Heck yeah.
Survival.
Trying to blend in, walking among the crowd. Cloaks close, especially Vic trying to hide his form as it stands out. Same thing with Kaylin. You try your best to just be obscure. Eventually, you walk away from like the main shopping districts. Everybody wearing their suits, trench coats. I mean, there are people in cloaks. You have all the adventurers that have been spending their hard-earned coin in the Golden Sippy. It takes hours, and the sky grows dark. You can see that faint blue glow, the shield that blocks Pernios from the outside deserts. One of you, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Oh no. You
Do you
got
want it?
this.
Oh, I got this. Okay.
Yeah.
We go high.
Nice.
Hi. As you're making your way through the eastern side of New Varlia, you pass one of these buildings. Now, this is you kind of pass through the main heart of where all the skyscrapers are. You look as one of the buildings in the front, completely boarded up and gated across. You see as there are scorch marks on the outside of the building. Seems as though it was burnt out. It's closed. Go ahead and everybody roll a perception check.
Perception, you say?
Oof.
Ah, yes. We do here perceive a thing.
You guys are really good at perception.
Mm.
You look up in the skyline, and you can see as they're on one of the buildings to the west of the building that has that burnt out like corner section. There's a lot of lights going off on one of the floors of the skyscraper. You can hear just sound of music coming through a balcony lit up, and there's like a lot of vines and green flowing over the balcony down the sides of the skyscraper. Nothing happens. Several hours passed and things quiet down. You're on the district side of the city. More people are roaming around parks. There are greenery areas, not completely full. Some of them are browned, old. Some of the trees a little disheveled and unkempt. The lanterns kind of lighting the paths in this faint amber glow. Seems like the city itself is quieting at this time of night. You see some of the signs now reading that you are entering Drastenbrook. You see each district, all of the rows or each of the street systems lined. It's very much grid. You look down one and it's all just squared off as these like rows and rows of brownstones connected to one another. It's not hard to travel or traverse through the streets And you can walk wherever you want, each district being pretty much outlined where you need to go.
We're still a day early before we meet Cordula, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps. Didn't like that. Perhaps we should find somewhere to rest for the evening before tomorrow. Not certain that going to where we're meant to meet early is advisable.
Sounds like a plan to me.
We could do some sightseeing. I've been cooked up for 3 days. Technically a week and a half. Technically 23 years.
I understand that you wish to see the world. However, we're in... wait, are we actually in... what's it called? The place, the Dragonkind?
Dragonkind, yeah. Yeah, you may. It took a couple hours to traverse the city, but to get to the other side, it was about 4 hour walk.
I have to remember that Renault was last seen in Dragonkind. The longer we spend outdoors, the more risk there is.
Yeah. That's a good point. Say no more, El Capitan.
Do not wish to withhold you from your experience, but I don't know how wise it is to continue exploring outdoors.
No. You're right.
Right. Perhaps, on that matter, actually, perhaps there's a tavern just outside of Dragonkind here that we could find. Even staying within this section, this district, is risk. I looked at Katrina. Do you know of any taverns nearby?
That are still around? We'll see.
And this area has been well overdeveloped in comparison to what you remember.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that it's still there.
Go ahead and roll. What would be the name of the tavern?
Oh God,
You
you're
remember.
asking me.
Yep.
Please be duck related.
The ducks dive.
The Ducks Dive. You got it. Go ahead and high or low.
Honestly, not a terrible name.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't say high or low, but shit.
Go ahead and try again.
I'm just gonna go high.
High.
Hey,
Hey,
nice.
nice.
Hey, nice.
You take a quick step out of Dragonkind, heading a little more north. The area seems a little old town. Seems like a lot of the architecture from your time here has been preserved in some way, though updated to fit the modern sensibilities, the gentrification that had taken place at Braos. It's a little different. But you see a blinking neon sign with the very same name that you remember from a tavern long ago.
Oh my God, it's still here.
And a dive it is as you look through the windows that are stained with just muck and grime. It is a dive in all senses. The booths are torn. All of the wood is just like scuffed and marked. Cigarette burns on everything.
But the very important question: do they still have the duck plushie up on the shelf?
Oh, they do. They do.
Excellent.
It is disheveled and disgusting. Over the years of cigarette smoke and cigar in the area, it has just stained this tar color.
A single tear goes down my eye.
there is, I mean, the same jukebox is still in the corner, and there's always that random guy in the back at the bar coughing. Obviously, right? There's always just some guy hovering over a drink of amber liquid, just. It's like you remember, just a little older, a little grimier.
It's the same guy.
It's the same guy. He's been sitting there for hundreds of years. But it's there.
All right. I'll gesture to Katrina. You're still the least recognizable of all of us. Perhaps see if we can find the rooms, or even just one.
One room. Okay, got it. Guess I'll wander up.
Okay. You do see just an old dwarf kind of cleaning one of the glasses behind the bar. You see him like spit into the cup and then take the rag to clean it up.
Are there any rooms available?
He kind of takes a while. Wait, you're talking to me?
Yes.
You want to stay here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I think we got a few rooms up in on the second floor.
Wonderful.
What you looking at? Just one?
Just the one, please.
All right, 5 gold for the night.
5?
5 gold.
5 gold is still that much?
I mean, look at around us. Even then, we still gotta make our money. You go anywhere else, you're looking at 10, 15 gold a night.
Oh, it's insane.
Take it or
Alright.
leave it. You can take your chances over in the park.
Let me chat with the others. See what they say.
All right.
Kind of wander back. So they're looking at about 5 gold here.
Well, each.
That's for this. To stay. For the room.
Is that good or bad or?
Seems a bit high. But we don't really
I
have
imagine
much
many
choice.
places. I imagine many places are very inflated, given recent events. Most people will be staying within their own homes whenever possible. What do you suggest?
Well, we could stay here if we want. Or we can try to find another place.
Kind of look around. Is it just the one dude coughing in the corner, or is there?
There's like
Like-
2 other people sitting in a booth. One of them's passed out, the other one's just like sitting there. A little bit of dribble running down his shirt.
Nobody paying as much attention though?
Go ahead and roll a perception.
Oh god. Fuck if I know.
Can't tell.
He kind of just looks around and his eyes like flicker off into like dark red and flicker out for a moment. And he's like,
Vic, are you
certainly
all
not
right?
being- I don't know. Rest, it would seem. It's been a long day, long few days, really.
We'd better just take the room then.
Don't believe we're being watched here, so
All right, then we'll take the room.
Okay. You head back in, pass over your 5 gold, and the key with this diamond shape lanyard hanging off of it. 13. Take a step up.
Lucky.
And the only thing I would say to describe the room, or at least the hallway leading up, is brown. Everything is brown. The carpet is brown. I'm not sure if that's the original carpet. This might actually be the original carpet from hundreds of years ago. Katrina, it didn't look like this before. You open the door and you enter this room, again, that same brown carpet, the brown walls, and you can see as there's been a few people in here that didn't really respect the area, as people have carved their initials into the wood paneling. This ungodly cover across both of the beds. It's a mix match of like paisley designs of like red, green, and brown, just to, mask anything that may have been spilt or expelled onto it. It's these practices used in most places, trying to make sure that you don't know what's been going down. You do see as there are like coin slots on each of the beds.
what?
Does say 1 silver.
Oh God.
What is that
And-
for?
Who
cares? I dash past and I jump on the bed.
All right, you jump on the bed.
A bit dusty.
There's a couple cigarette stains here as well. That's unavoidable. But it's a room.
I like our new home.
It's not
I'm
quite
afraid we'll not be
as.
staying here long. Go ahead.
It's not quite as. I suppose fancy as Credulo's place, but rather nice.
I've
stayed
stayed in a
there.
lot worse.
It's a room. That's what I'll have to do.
Okay. But you all settle down into your rooms. It's not going to be permanent. Waiting for tomorrow to come.
Wait, just 2 beds. Who's sleeping with who?
I will maintain watch overnight. I do not
Right.
require to be shut down in order to shut up. I do not require to be shut down in order to maintain reception.
So what I'm hearing is I've got this bed to myself.
That would be up to the others.
I push out my bottom lip and I look at the others.
I don't mind sleeping on the floor. It's familiar, anyways.
Why would you sleep on the floor? Just 2 perfectly good beds here. I mean, Katrina's got a perfectly good bed over there.
Well,
Not telling you what to do, but
I simply assumed that you all would prefer sleeping in a bed. I don't mind.
no. Caitlin's not sleeping on the floor. You know what? You have the bed. I'll take the floor. don't want you waking up with, a bad back or, sore wrists while you gotta make that blade for me. Go on, take it.
You appeared so excited at first glance on the bed, though.
You keep
It's
glancing
fine.
at the bed. It's on that coin slot. You do see as it reads Supreme Massage, 1 silver.
What does that mean?
I'm uncertain.
1 silver, you'll find out.
Anybody got a silver? All I've got is gold.
I left a
It's only
gem
have
in
gold
there, maybe
pieces
you'll
as
take
well.
it.
Wait, what's worth more? Gold or silver?
Gold.
Oh, that's a bargain then.
There was a coin breaker, like a coin machine at the far end of the hallway.
If you'd wish to find out, I may acquire additional currency.
Just not sustenance.
Correct.
I mean, I probably didn't recognize the coin breaker anyway, right? I wouldn't know
No.
what that is.
No.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't have, yeah.
I mean, Caitlin probably wouldn't either. So
No.
This is fine.
Oh, wait. Not this again.
Excellent.
No. Not my
It's fine.
character going off and finding more money and then coming back. Not again.
at least it's not down to the docks this time.
True. Yeah, screw it. Vic will leave and grab, like, I don't know, 20 silver.
So mark off that 2 gold.
Mhm.
Take your
Mhm.
20 silver.
I'll come back in and just hand 1 silver piece to Nuke.
So I just put it in here.
I am uncertain.
Hey,
Great,
Caitlin, get on the bed. Get on the bed.
Caitlin gets on the bed.
Okay.
To-
You
I like-
hear. Go ahead.
I look at the slot and I look at Caitlin and I pop it in.
All right. You hear it clinging down, cling, 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 and you hear it click. Doesn't go for a moment, and then all you hear is as the bed itself is starting to rumble and shake, vibrate.
Caitlin jumps at that. What is that? What is it doing?
I don't know. It says massaging.
It appears
is
to be
massage?
excited.
Is this a friend of yours?
I am uncertain of the purpose of this movement.
What's it feel like?
Um,
Is it nice?
I-
I pop in another coin.
What, is it still going? And you just pop in another coin?
I pop in a third one.
Okay.
I guess I have no idea how this would feel to Caitlin. How do we resolve this, DM? I don't know what to do.
Well, I think the only course of action is just sitting on it and deciding if you like it or not. We'll mull it
Roll a
over.
wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, wisdom. Yes, wisdom
or
saving
constitution
throw.
save. Or con save, one of the two.
Constitution save. Yeah,
God!
yeah. Let's see.
Actually, yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
vibrating and there's
can I
like
flavor this?
yeah, for sure. There's like jutting and like jerking motions of the bed too.
But
Okay, go ahead. Flavor away.
All right. So, as the machine is going, Kaylin starts out a little bit confused and Suddenly he realizes that he's feeling a bit tired, but in a good way. But he resists the urge to fall asleep. That is strangely nice. It's like my muscles are, I don't know, letting go.
Nuke is like grinning, looking at him. Know that Jack Nicholson meme, the one where he's like nodding his head yes.
My favorite.
Oh god.
Nuke is hanging on to every word that Kaelin is using to describe it.
Kaelin's gonna let himself. He's gonna close his eyes and sort of let himself enjoy it a bit more.
Okay.
And he falls asleep.
All right. He falls asleep.
How many silver did we go through on this experiment?
Well, it's funny you asked that. DM, did all three of them go in? Because you know, like there's always. I've never had a coin machine before where money didn't just come back out the bottom as well.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't work.
It ate all three.
Nice.
I'm assuming it increased the time or something.
You've noticed that it's gone on for over 10 minutes and it hasn't stopped.
Well, he appears to be.
And
resting.
I have been knocked out.
I cast sleep.
No one is concerned. All right.
I mean, look, it's the first time Kaelin's actually rested in weeks.
Oh.
So, no. or at least that Vic has seen him rest in weeks.
Yeah, no, that's probably right. It's probably the first like proper rest he's had.
It's the first time you've rested and not been diseased as well, so
Yeah.
but you all settle in.
I'll post myself beside, still inside the room, but at the door. Keeping listen out for any untoward movements or loud noises from beyond the door
Okay.
overnight.
Okay.
I'll make up a little spot on the ground, away from the door, preferably closer to Kaelin than Katrina, but yeah,
Okay.
I'm not too fussy. I'm doing my little
You just hear
circling around like a cat.
Yeah, it hasn't stopped. It's
Quite soothing.
It's like vibrating the floor a little bit.
yeah.
It's gonna go for 3 days.
It has not stopped. So, yeah. But you all fall asleep to the sounds of the streets outside. Random cars honking, people shouting after their day of whatever they were doing. Kaelin resting soundly. Hopefully you learn a little bit more tomorrow when you meet up with Theron Credulo. And we'll go ahead and end right there.
Oh man, that was so fun.
That was a fun session.
That fucking sandwich escalated.
I'm
really did.
I was like, oh man, it went from just trying to get Kaelin some grub to like being in hot pursuit, fearing for my life. Hence the
Buy a
supposed friend.
sandwich. Why didn't you just buy a sandwich? You made gold.
Right?
I've got a problem. Look, I can't help it. Oh, I like the way nobody's like giving me a pat on the back for not robbing off the old guy.
I really thought you would have. I really thought you would have.
I was torn. It took me a minute, but I don't think he would. I don't think
I was
he
gonna
would.
tell you to make a wisdom save, but
He was getting Targon vibes.
Oh shit.
The sandwich was delicious.
Worth it.
But
Yeah, appreciate
good
that. That was
job,
fun,
you
guys.
guys. Proud of
Thank
you.
everyone.
It
Hell
was
yeah.
a great chase for the sandwich thief, which just so happened to be in the party, so that was pretty good.
yeah.
You did some dubious things, but you finally made it to the inside of the walls. Welcome to Pernios, everybody.
Heck yeah.
We're back, baby.
We'll see what happens next time with the meeting
Yeah.
with Theron Credulo.
All right then.
Thanks for joining today.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I hope you had fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Always.
I did.
Excellent, excellent.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Speak soon, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh boy, oh boy. What a session. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. It was a fun one today. Not too crazy. I mean, this was one of our first times where we've actually had some downtime. It has been like go 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 for the last several sessions. So I think a casual jaunt and a little bit of shopping here and there with some little shenanigans definitely was needed. Anyways, thank you so very much for hanging out with us today. Really do appreciate it. Have a good night, have a great day, have a great evening wherever you're from. Just have a good one, okay? If you would like to, go ahead and follow my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@namsleepy or !socials in the chat. I have not been streaming, but I feel like since I do have access to Baldur's Gate 3, I think I have to make an exception and I gotta start streaming it because I want to play. But I think that'll be what's happening in the next few weeks. I do want to put some time into that game. I really do. So I expect to see me. I really do think that's what's going to happen. But thank you so very much for hanging out today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you had as much fun as I did. You guys have been fantastic. I have been sleepy, and we will be right back next week. Thanks for hanging out today, guys. Bye.